What's going on, guys? It's Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube here. Let's get rid of that music. Welcome to the live stream, and we'll be right back after this quick message. We're back. I hit a transition on OBS and it just crashed. Hey, live streams, anything can happen. How's everyone today? How's that audio? I'm feeling my audio is a lot stronger than it has been previous weeks. The fun of live indeed. Well, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. 2 weeks in a row. We're trying to make it a weekly stream. It's probably going up against Roberto Blake, who's to say what's going to happen? But here we are today, and I wanted to connect again with everybody because we want to make this a regular thing, and we want to be regular as possible. So how's everybody going out there today? We're going to have a quick look at the chat and say good day to a few people. Here we go. I see Harley, who's just joined us. First one to comment in the chat. Mazamal, welcome. Car Galaxy Studios, we've got a mod in the house. Random Outdoors, welcome. Sparky 107. Thanks for coming by. I saw you in Brian's stream earlier. Thanks for coming along. So how's everybody's week going? It's Saturday morning here, where I am in Australia. Now, most of you guys, it's still Friday night. So hope your week's been a great week there. Life with Horses TV, first time here. Welcome. Good to see a bunch of people dropping in. No sign of Beanie Draws this morning. I think he might be having a bit of a sleep. I didn't see him in Brian's stream either, so I think he's just stepping away and taking a bit of a break. It's been pretty busy for Beanie this week. He's been doing a lot of content and diving in some of the Discord groups that people are getting going. Let's see, DC Scrap and Roosters in the house. Good to see you again. And today we're just gonna hang out. It's a subscriber hangout. We're gonna do some Q&A. If you have any tech Q&A, questions about YouTube, anything like that, you can post them in the chat right away. What else you need to know? We might look at a couple of channels later. If you want to be included in that, look at the description below. There's a link to a Google form where you can submit your channel for a channel impression. We'll call it an impression because what I do is I have a look at your channel and just look at your channel art and maybe some of your thumbnails and some of your layout. That's about as far as I'll go. Just to give you some off-the-cuff information there. So let's get back to the chat because it's all about the people in the live stream. As you can see on the little event ticker here, this is the last 4 people to subscribe to the channel. And if your name's there, thank you very much. I know Pam. I'm surprised Pam wasn't subscribed already. Better late than never. And Harley, I know Harley and Pam quite well from Facebook groups and other streams, of course. DC Scrap and Rooster, we've chatted before. I think you've even been in the stream before. Sparky 107 came over from Brian G's stream. So, welcome to everyone there today. Costume CO in the house. Costume CO said that they would be popping past, and they have done so. Good to see you here. Red Rocket Resellers in the house. Everybody's here. Football fan 1, 2, 3. Everyone's coming in right now. I've changed a few things around this week. Nothing too visual except for the microphone is now on this side instead of coming out underneath the camera. And it works a lot better this way. I can sort of lean back here and just chill. Okay. How is everyone going? Random Outdoors, I think we said hello already. Panda Puppets has just popped in. Panda Puppets was subscriber 100 on my channel, apparently. I'm glad you keep a track of that because I would have no idea. They come in, they go, they come in, they go. But yeah, I think I hit 100 twice, or maybe that was my other channel. It hit 100, then it dropped down and hit 100 again. So that's one of the quirks of Facebook when you get the 100 subscriber alert twice on your channel. That's always fun. Everyone's saying hi, so everyone's getting to know each other and saying hi in the channel. We've also got our sound effects online again. We tested those out last week. They seem to be all right, so we've got them ready to go. If something happens, I will hit a appropriate sound effect. You can thank Owen Video for that. He's the one that's got me into sound effects. Okay. Everything's happening here. I'm looking through the chat to see if we've got any questions. Football Fan 123, I've updated my channel banner. As you said in Nick's stream, can you check it out real quick? We might do that shortly. Now, as I found out last week when I was doing looking at a few channels, the computer started bogging down when I started pulling up a lot of channels. So just going to be very careful in the pulling up of channels today. Zamal says, how do I live stream my Xbox One to YouTube with my voice for free without a PC? Gee, that's a good question. Now, I have an Xbox 360 and I don't think you can stream directly from that unless they've done some sort of update. It's been so long since I've been on it. Xbox One, I'm not sure. YouTube, I think, might be the limitation, because I know that because Xbox is Microsoft, it's linked in and more integrated with Mixer, which is their streaming platform, which used to be called Beams. It's now Mixer, just as Amazon is on board with Twitch. Because Microsoft is on board, so Microsoft owns, like Minecraft, they own Mixer, so there's a lot more integrations. If you're going, if you're on an Xbox One, to stream to Mixer is probably quite easy. If you've got a headset and your controller, you could probably do that. But to YouTube, I don't know if it's possible without a capture card and a PC, unfortunately. What I'd recommend, though, is to jump on Xbox forums and ask a question, or see if someone's answered that question or asked that question before. You might find the answer there. But I haven't had any experience with an Xbox One, certainly. There are other questions. I'm going to scroll back down here because they're coming in thick and fast. We'll try and pick out the questions instead of the conversations. Random Outdoors asks, are you part of the hashtag I Am Creator group? I'm not actually sure what hashtag I Am Creator group is. I think someone asked me that last week. I don't know what that is, so the answer is no, I'm not part of that group. I don't know anything about it, so I'm in enough Facebook groups as it is. The Tube Ritual, which I highly recommend, Nick's video tips group, and I think I'm in the morning fame group, and what's the other one? Creative Fundamentals, of course. Dan, if you're watching on the replay, how's it going? Shout out to Dan. I've got to shout out Dan. As one of the channels I do moderation for, so I've got to shout out Dan. I've got to shout out Brian G, and I've got to shout out Nick Nimmin. And Rodney, of course. Where's Rodney? He's not in the house either. I do a bit of modding for him as well. Dominating Impulse, welcome. How can I live stream my gaming videos to make them better? That's a good question. That's a very broad and open question, so it just depends. Are you streaming from a console or from PC? What I'd recommend, if you're on PC particularly, but even if you're not, OBS, so that you can get your sort of overlay stuff happening. You can put yourself maybe in the corner if you want to do a face cam, have your full screen gaming, maybe have some of your pop-ups from Streamlabs or one of the other softwares that you can do your donors and your subscribers and your what are they called? People who donate to you, people who follow, not followers, that's Twitch. Anyway, you know what I mean. if OBS, if you have to come in from a console, you're going to need a capture card, which is like one of the Elgatos probably is the way to go, like the H60 or the 60 Pro, I think it is. And there's some ones that go in your computer if you've got a desktop, and then you got your little boxes that you can plug in by USB to catch that up. I need to keep up with this chat. It's going quick for my channel anyway. Car Galaxy Studio says something, and I've missed it. The scroll keeps moving. Did everyone catch his Nick Nimmin parody video that he posted on his channel? If you go over to Car Galaxy Studios channel, he posted a video submission for the Nick Nimmin thing that Nick put out this week, and there's some really humorous parts in that video. It's public on Car's channel, so if you want to go to that, just check that out. Click on his 3 dots, and you can go and pull up his channel. But don't leave the stream. You can check it afterwards or play it in another window. Dominating Impulse says, happy Sunday. Dominating Impulse is in the future. I'm in Australia, and I'm one of the first, we're closer to the international dateline, and it's only Saturday morning here. Lovely. It's Sunday somewhere. Not quite yet. I think I'm only about 4 or 5 hours away from the international dateline, so at best it's Saturday afternoon somewhere. Looking for questions here. Sparky107107 says, Doug, if I wanted to hire someone to teach me tech stuff for streaming and video making, where should I look, and how much should that time be worth? That's a very good question. That's an intelligent question. I've had no experience in teaching tech for hire, but that's if somebody's that way inclined, that's probably a good business model. Teaching tech to YouTubers, teaching tech to people who want to know something about live streaming, or you'd have to have what part of tech are you? Are you computer tech? Are you a live streaming expert, or are you just a general YouTube tech stuff? Is about filming, cameras, editing software. You can pick up on most stuff for free, I think, on the internet with a few good Google searches just to get information. YouTube is an invaluable tool for teaching tutorials. If you know of a common software like OBS or Photoshop or Adobe Premiere, there are enough tutorials to get you going without having to pay somebody to teach you. So, and what somebody's time's worth, well, that's pretty abstract as well, because I think in different parts of the world, people are wanting to, what someone's going rate in the US might be something different to what somebody's going rate is in India or Thailand or the UK or South Africa. So, it's what you think it's worth. It's what you're willing to pay for that. But yeah, that's a great question. And if anybody has any insight on that, make sure to put it in the comments, because it's all about community. I'm not the one with all the answers. There's a lot of answers in the comments here. A lot of knowledgeable people here. Now we need to... Oh, yes. Cargo says, check it out after the stream. That's how far back in the chat I am. I'm going to try and get through here. Football fan, we're going to pull your channel up and look at that channel out in a second. I've got it queued ready to go, but we just want to settle into the stream first of all. DC Scrap and Rooster. This is a great question, which I can answer because I actually did this before the stream. Doug, I need help with autofocus on my webcam, the 9330E. What you need to do is make sure you download the Logitech camera software. So if you go to the Logitech site, download that. Before you stream, go in, open that up, and check all your settings. On the second page, there's a little checkbox for autofocus. That's on by default. What you need to do is just turn that off and then move the slider until you're in focus, and then it will stay perfectly in focus like I should be right now. So if I move closer and further back from the camera, it's not going to try and track me. See, my hand stays out of focus. So yeah, get the companion software. I think it's called Logitech. Let me look. I'm on a Mac, so it should be called the same thing on Windows if you're on Windows. If I can find the page. Yeah, I think it's just called camera settings. It's Logitech camera settings. It works with the C930E, works with the C920, C922, all the latest cameras. I think it works with the Brio as well. So that's my answer to that question. So you can lock the focus in. And you can actually lock some of the other stuff in too if you want to. Although that doesn't change as much. I think the only thing that that may change is the auto exposure. But if your light doesn't change too much, if you don't have too much sunlight and clouds going over and adjustments with the light, it should be all fine. Excuse me. Oh, questions coming in thick and fast. Life of Horses TV. What is the best wireless mic to use while riding horses or with workout videos? Something that doesn't crackle when you move. I think what you need to look for with a wireless mic, you're probably looking for, especially workout and riding, you want a lapel. So a wireless lapel, I don't know any particular brands, but what you need to do when you're shopping around is make sure you look for ones that are the newer ones that are fully digital. That will probably minimize any crackling. It's the ones that you have to tune in with on the older frequencies. The analog frequencies are the ones that crackle. The digital ones are a lot cleaner. So you make sure that when you buy, it's digital and not analog. And I'd look for a reputable brand that's a known brand, like a Rode or a Sennheiser or a Shaw or a Samson, Audio-Technica. The known brands for microphones. So look for a known brand. And make sure when you're reading the specs, it's working on the newer digital frequencies. Because in some areas now, they've turned, you're not allowed to use the old analog frequencies, depending on what country you're in. I know in some countries that they're phasing them out or they've phased them out. So you have to go digital anyway. Otherwise, if you're broadcasting on those frequencies, you actually get in trouble. So pick up the latest technology and don't go with the older stuff because then, yeah, you'll get the crackling for sure. Harley says, how much computer do you need to run OBS well? My 2010 MacBook Pro doesn't seem to be enough. Yeah, I think I'm pushing the boundaries with my 2012 MacBook Air that I'm using. I'm running a MacBook Air that's sitting here. I've got another screen, so I've got a secondary screen. And I'm only, and this particular model only has 4 gigabytes. So I would say a minimum of 8 gigabytes. And any of the newer Macs, so if you had an upgraded Mac, you'd be fine. Any of the newer MacBook Pros, because mine's a 2012 MacBook Air, and it's chugging away. And I do my editing on here as well, Final Cut Pro. So it does like 1080 okay, it does 720 okay. I wouldn't be able to do 4K on it. I don't have 4K screen on this one. I think it was before 4K came out. But I would yeah, if you're going for a Mac again, I'd go for anything that's newer and up to date should run OBS without any issues. Also, make sure you've got a minimum of 8, which I think is the minimum now anyway on the newer Macs. So if you go on Macs, you should be good to go if you do an upgrade. That's my plan, is to upgrade to a newer Mac when I get to that point, when I've got the money. What is the best wireless mic? Oh, I've read that one. I'm going all over the shop here on the... I think I'm getting so far behind on the questions that I'm scroll a little bit and the chat jumps around. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Oh, Sparky says he's leaving 16 minutes, and I don't know how long ago you posted that, so... Sparky, don't you worry. What I'm going to do, catch the replay later. I'll pull your channel up later because I said at the end of Brian's stream, I'll pull you up. Come back and watch the replay, and I'll pull it up anyway, and you'll get the feedback. You'll be able to like rewind and go over it and over it. So no worries. We'll get to yours a little bit later in the stream, Sparky. You won't miss it because it'll be on the replay. And g'day to Selena Plays. That's how far back in the chat I am. Random Outdoors, you should know it's a group in YT. Okay, that's answering the what is. And something, a red button, so they leave a like that everyone grows. I'm not really into sub for sub, of course, because it's against YouTube's terms of service. Like for likes, watch for watch. I'm not into that. Who wants to watch a video? Who wants to watch a video and then and then have an obligation to watch somebody else's video, but just because somebody watched your video? What if it's something you're not into? What if I'm I'm not into? It's a video about cooking, cooking, and say I'm not in the cooking. I'll probably get bored with cooking, although I think cooking videos are probably interesting. I watch some cooking videos, but say I wasn't into cooking, and you're going to make me sit for a cooking video. What's the point of that? It's a waste. It's a waste of my time, really, watching a video that I don't want to watch just to help YouTubers. I think if you make good quality content and put it out there, then people are going to watch. You're better off getting the people that want to watch your content than to force people to watch your content. That's my take on it. Car Galaxy Studio says, I may ask Doug to mod mine when I get going. I'm up for that. I'm up for that. Football fans remind me about his banner. I might have read that one already. Dominating Impulse says, hashtag support small streamers. Support them, yeah, absolutely. I don't have no problem with support. Like, if you're into what they're doing, support them by all means. And I'll try and get caught up on the streams here. I'm just trying to skip through to see if there's any questions. I'm going to skip over the general chat. Okay, if you have a question, this will help me out so I can get through the chat quicker. If you have a question, make sure you tag me in the question so I see it. Otherwise, I might just sort of scroll over top. And just as a reminder, if you want me to check out your channel later in the stream, down in the description, there's a link to a Google form to submit your channel. If you don't use that form, I'm not going to pull up your channel. I'm going to look at Football Fan 123 because I did look at his channel on I think Nick's stream or during somebody else's stream. And I am going to look at Sparky because he's coming over from Brian G. And I said that I would check it out in my stream. But otherwise, if you want me to look at throw up your channel and give you a first impression, go and whack your name in that form. I'll be pulling those forms up shortly when I'm ready to go. I'm not going to look at those right now. All right, so don't forget, if you've got a question for me, tag me in the chat with the @ and then my name. And then I've lost the scroll again. Hey, looks like Rodney's in the house. That's how far back in the chat I am. I'm trying to find where I am. All right. Hey, Rodney. Beanie's in the house. Welcome, Beanie. His chat is pumping today, I tell you. Rodney's in the house. Beanie's in the house. Everyone's in the house. Looking for questions. If you sort of just start to scroll and it goes a little bit quick, it just jumps. Random Outdoor says, not sub for sub, but it helps everyone reach the 1K, 4K thing, and YouTube won't demonetize you, but it helps both you and others. Yeah, I think if you've got time for it, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. But it's sort of something I work a full-time job and I do YouTube, and I'm going flat chat, pushing out and trying to get my content done. So and I get distracted by Facebook groups and Discord. So if I get any more distractions and have to watch videos that I don't really need to be watching or don't particularly want to watch, then I'm wasting even more of my time, and then I'm not making content. If I'm not making content, then my channel's not going to grow. Anyway, that's my last thought on those sorts of groups. Football Fan says, I may leave any moment, so we'll watch my channel getting reviewed in the replay because it's 4:03 a.m. Oh, yes. People from all over the world, different times of the day. All right. Costume Case says, give Doug a thumbs up. All right. Football fan, if you're still in, we're going to have a look real quick. Let me see if I can do this properly. Okay, football fan. I'm trying to remember what your channel art looked like before, but this is good. I see. It says football fan 123. There's a guy wearing his red jersey. I can't remember what team that is. Premier League. Is red Liverpool or Manchester? I can't remember. Somebody will scold me for this. I have no clue. I don't follow Premier League. But there's a dude kicking a ball. He's a football fan, and he's 123, and he's on Facebook, he's on Twitter, he's on Google Plus, and he's on YouTube. I don't know if you need all the socials on there. And it says subscribe for updates. That's cool. The only thing I would change on that is maybe instead of the socials, I'd probably say, what about football you do? You know, do you do game reviews? Do you do just football news? Do you do commentary? What leagues do you cover? That sort of thing. But that would be my only change on that, football fan. But it looks good. I like the background's nice and simple. You like the galaxy thing. Probably stealing that from Car Galaxy Studios. It's Galaxy, maybe it's the Milky Way. I like the subscribe for updates thing. I think that's really good. I don't know if you really need to hammer the socials, but you're over 1,000 subscribers, so you know that's not a big deal. You can leave them on there. Now your little icon here, I think this has changed too. It's got the YouTube logo. It says Football Fan 123. That is so small that no one's ever going to read that. So maybe come up with a logo that maybe matches your banner a little bit more. But that'd be my only thing about the that top section. They're my thoughts. Anybody got any thoughts about that while they're watching? Okay. Not too many other thoughts from the chat there, so that would be what it would be. Let's go back over here. Let's have the ticker going this time. Just got to keep an eye on that event list. No updates to that. Just our last 4 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed and you're into technology, we do tutorials. We talk about YouTube on this channel. We talk about software. I've done tutorials on a lot of iOS stuff, iOS features. So a bit in the Apple ecosystem. Also, we've highlighted things like Canva, Photoshop Mix, cutting backgrounds out. That's one of my most popular videos. Is cutting your background, cutting you out of your background from using Photoshop Mix on your mobile device, so you can do it all on your mobile. And we do all that sort of thing. So if that's what you're into, click the subscribe button. And if the stream's being helpful so far, give it a thumbs up. And you can give it a thumbs down if you want as well. But, you can hang around and give it a thumbs down. I don't mind. If you're hanging around, you give me some watch time. Carr reckons to get rid of the social links or move them. The fact that you're not linking out is positive. The fact that they're so prominent on the thing. Being over 1,000 Ks, I'm not as fussed as if you were a smaller channel. Then I would probably just say, are you building your Facebook and your Twitter, or are you building your YouTube channel? What's your focus? But it's all good. Make it smaller. Maybe put in some information about what about football that you cover. I think that's the big takeaway there. Should put in a field or background for a banner like a football pitch. I think he might have had that before, or something similar to that before. It was a little bit different than what it is now. That's from memory, from what I'm looking at. But that's good. Pam's in the house. Pam, it's I don't know what time of the day it is over there. What's it around? Early morning over there. Lovely. Wait a minute. I'll update my. Okay, Football Fan says he's going to update his profile picture. Okay. Let me know when. I've still got it open in the other screen, so let me know and I might refresh it real quick. Life of Horses is talking to Harley there. That's great. Lose the Galaxy. Car Galaxy, you're infringing on his IP there with using the Galaxy, using the Milky Way. Okay, there's conversations in the chat, and that's awesome. Awesome. What I need to do, I will review that in just a sec. What I need to do is open up my Google Forms and see if anybody's put in their thing. Then we shall maybe look at a couple of channels if they're in here. And then we'll also, I need to go and look at Sparky, of course. Oh, I need to get Sparky's channel open. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, just as a reminder, look down in the description below. If you want me to pull up your channel and check it out, go and fill that Google form in with your details, and we'll probably look at that later in the stream. At the moment, there is nobody in the queue, but I am going to be pulling up Sparky shortly because he's come across from Brian's channel in a second. So yeah, if you want me to pull up your channel, make sure to okay, where is Football Fan? Here we go. Make sure I got the right window up. Okay, the profile picture. Profile pictures take a little while to update in YouTube because it goes through your Google Plus account. So it hasn't updated for me yet. I just did a refresh. I'll do one more refresh. Yeah, no, it's probably going to take a while to refresh, Football Fan. So we might come back to that later, possibly. Because I know sometimes when people change that, it could take like an hour or two for it to filter out to YouTube and reflect properly. So we'll come back to that. Now I need to find Sparky real quick so I can get his channel. I'm going to roll back. There he is. Because I know he's gone to mod another live stream, I think he said. So what we want to do, we're going to pull up Sparky's channel in a minute. So because all the chat goes in the replay now, I've got live chat replay. Make sure that you put your feedback and what you reckon, what thoughts you have about this channel in the chat, so that Sparky can see them when he comes back to the replay. Because he's not here right now, but he'll be checking out the replay a little bit later on today or tomorrow. All right. Don't forget, if you want me to look at your channel, is to click the link for the Google form in the description and fill out your details, and we'll be pulling them up in order, in sequence, as soon as we get to that portion. I didn't work out any other segments today. Remember, I think last week we did the segment where I looked at what was in my feed. I'm not sure if we're going to do that today. We'll wing it. I haven't planned for that. It's all wonderful. I need to check. What I need to check is... No, it's all good. We'll start looking at channels. This thing hasn't updated yet. I know Shahib just subscribed to my channel, but it's not coming up here yet. That should what we find, sometimes the Streamlabs takes a little while to update from YouTube, so that'll probably update. DC Scrap and Rooster is saying, well, I'm going to jump on this now because I've seen it. So they can't see the autofocus. Okay. It might be in a different spot. I don't know if the layout's different if you're not on Mac, because I've got the Mac version. Now there should be two sections to it. The first section is the main section comes up, which has like the normal screen, widescreen button, and then next to it is the NTSC PAL setting for your frame rate, which is like 30 and 25. But there's another tab that you can go to up the top under Advanced, and it's got where all the brightness and contrast and saturation and all that stuff is. So have a look and see if you can see that. Very hard to visualize if you can't see what somebody else is looking at on their computer. It's like trying to visualize it in your head what it looks like and give the advice. But there should be a second tab called Advanced, and it should be under that. And there should be like a focus dial, not a dial, like a line which you can pull back and forth, and it will adjust the focus. And there's a little box above it that you can check and uncheck to turn the autofocus on and off. Okay, Car Galaxy says, which widget is this one? That's the event widget in Streamlabs, that one. I'm not sure why it hasn't updated. Yeah, Dan's was delayed. I saw that, Harley. Yeah, his was delayed. It was coming up a little bit later. Somebody would super chat, but it wouldn't come in on this one until a little bit later. So it might be a delay. Now I got Sparky's video. I got Sparky's channel on standby here. I'm going to jump over to Streamlabs and have a quick look at the. Yeah, it hasn't updated on the Streamlabs side either. Streamlabs chat button. Okay, no. I'll have a quick look here. It will probably update. It's probably like a 5-minute delay or something. I'm not sure why it's delayed at the moment, but I think that's a Streamlabs thing. I'm not going to bother with that too much. Okay, we're going to go to Sparky now, if I can find where I put that. All right, let's all give our first impressions on Sparky's channel. Here we go. All right, I'd like to see what people are saying in the chat on this. Now, the vibe I'm getting from this is this could be model trains. I can see his channel name is. You know, let's pull this down here so you can see my cursor. Sparky 107 painted across one of the carriages of the train there. That's pretty cool. The yellow sort of blends in a bit. I think a better font for that would be good. But that's a good idea, like having your channel name built into the photo. That's an interesting concept. Maybe with the space up the top here. Maybe you can just like confirm that it is model trains, because that's what I'm guessing. So I'm going to go to the About page and see what the channel is about. Football fan 123 says the banner is catchy. Yeah, it says HO scale train layout. I have gotten the full basement renovation done. Talks about, yeah, it says model trains. What I do on your About page, Sparky, is maybe put a paragraph above all the thing about your HO scale and your layout, and just say like one paragraph, maybe 2 or 3 sentences that says this is your channel and what it's about, because that's those first part of your description is what shows up when people hover over your profile pic when they're looking at your name in a sidebar or a thing like that. So if I hovered over, is that going to work? No. Oh, I'm going to that guy's channel. Okay. Bail there. DC Scrapper Rooster found it. Awesome. Uncheck the box. Yeah, it's a little hidden. You got to go looking for these things. They don't tell you how to do it by default. Oh my goodness. Only cottoned onto that and turned into autofocus off in the last week. I think it came up in another stream I was in, or on my stream last week. And so it's pretty good. Yeah, Rodney, we're talking about the autofocus on the Logitech C930E or any of the Logitech cameras. You have to go into the app and go into the settings and turn the autofocus off. So that's what we're talking about. Now back to Scrap. Who are we on? Sparky 107. So yeah, as we were saying on the description there, we've got you've got the HO scale train layout to start with. Leave that there, but above it, put another paragraph saying, this is the Sparky 101 where we're all about model trains, blah, blah, blah. And then you can leave all the rest of that as part of your description underneath. All right, now I'm going to go to the video page. Let's have a look at some of your thumbnails. Did we get any feedback on the banner that we looked at? I'll go back to that. I'll scroll down so we can see it. Was there any other feedback there? Couldn't really tell what the channel was about from the banner. Yeah, it didn't occur to me straight away until I noticed it was a model train, and then what confirmed it for me was when I saw a thumbnail that had model trains in it. So that could have been like a real train in the banner. It could have been a real train, and he's put his name on it in Photoshop. I wasn't quite sure, but it was the best guess, and it was a good guess. Carcas just says engineer hat. An idea might be to show a view of trains with your engineer's hat would be awesome. Oh yeah, for the profile pic. Yeah, the profile pic. All I can see is like a bit of purple and a bit of blue, a bit of black and a bit of white. When I look really close, I can tell there's like a model train or two there, but that profile pic, I can't really tell. But yeah, something that didn't, like an engineer's hat or something that denotes model trains would probably be really good there, or a really close up of like an engine or something, like head on, like the head on, like it's coming at you, maybe something like that. So engineer's hat, head on view of an engine, that could be good for a profile pic. And whatever you do, make sure it ties in with your banner. So do your banner and your profile pic to have similar elements. Say you had the engineer's hat there, then you'd have it somewhere in your banner as well. So okay, we'll check that in a minute, football fan. We're just going to go through Sparky in one hit there. I don't want to jump around too much. I just want to get through. Now we're on the videos part. Now, not too many custom thumbnails, but as you see, as we scroll down a bit, there are some thumbnails. A lot of multicolored. There's probably too many colors. Say this one here says test layout and your tour lift out, I think that says. Some of it blends in with the background, and there's like 1, 2, 3 different colors. You probably want to, maybe with text, stick with 2 colors at the most, 2 colors that complement each other, 2 colors that will work with whatever's in the background as well. Maybe you could put them over top of a color box, or put some stroke around them or something like that, so they just stand out a bit more. And I get the concept too, test layout and tour lift out. People who are into model trains probably know what it's about, and it's not the exact title, which is good because you don't want to put your full title into your thumbnails as well. So some of these have thumbnails, some are just screenshots, I think, or some might be just photos taken. So yeah, where you can, get back to doing custom thumbnails. I can see your live streams there are like screenshots because I can see the chat, and there's also, you've put some text on it, so you've sort of done like a basic. Just all the multicolors just makes it look, some of them are hard to read. This one down here is a little bit hard to read. Maybe you want to maybe lose some of the background pictures and just go with maybe a color background, maybe some like one thing in the picture, like a train or your face or whatever, something that will show that it's A, you do model trains, and B, that it's you talking about model trains in your thumbnails. Maybe a basic 3 to 4 word title, maybe five at max, nice and bold and standing out. Maybe only 2 colors max. Figure out what colors are your channel colors. Up here I can see some yellow because the Sparky 107, 107's yellow. So maybe you could find yellow, find out what complements that yellow to be your secondary color, and work that into your thumbnails, work that into your channel art. Let's have a look now at playlists. Okay, so you've got playlists. We can see liked videos, but that's in your playlist folder, so that's fine. Now, how many playlists do we have going here? You got a channel trailer here, which is great. Channel trailers are good. So that's how I knew it was model trains. The channel trailer, I could see it straight away. Okay. You've got uploads there. This live stream needs thumbnail needs fixing, of course, although it might be just a test. It's 22 seconds. So maybe you need to delete that video, or make it, not delete it, I should say, make it private so it doesn't show up in your uploads. We can see created playlists. I'd probably move that down a bit and move some of your actually real playlists in here, because at the moment you've got all the default popular uploads and liked videos. You don't need to show people what videos you've liked, because that's going to be a really long list, and you're promoting everybody else's videos but yours, unless you like your own videos as well, of course. But yeah, get rid of like videos out of your home page. Move more of the playlist from your playlist page over into your home page. Ones that are playlists on your content, and yeah, definitely lay them out the same way in horizontal form. But Rodney recommends Photopea is a good tool to make thumbnails. That's a good tool. I know Roberto was talking about Photopea as a online Photoshop alternative. I use Canva for mine. They're all good tools. So last thing I'd say, I'm just going to go back to the homepage just to finish off the comments. I need to kill that. Yeah. The only playlist you probably want to keep on your homepage is your uploads, and then move your the playlists that are yours, like running the trains. This one here, instead of having it in a created playlist folder, have just that playlist in a horizontal list here, instead of putting the playlist in a playlist list. Because then people have to dive down to find your content. It's all hidden there. Like I'm seeing, Brian G's stream here because it's a liked video. So you're promoting other people's videos quite heavily. It's the same stream again under like, because you're showing liked videos. It's appearing here and it's appearing here. So yeah, get rid of liked videos. Then never put that on your home screen. Put your own playlists and your own curated playlists on your home screen. That's probably my biggest thing with playlists. So yeah, apart from that, that's awesome. You've got the community tab and you're only at 1.4Ks. Nice score, Sparky. Well done. Most people over 10,000 Ks. Some people over 10,000 Ks don't have community tabs either. So for you to have the community tab, that's amazing. Anyway, let's get back to this view here now. Let's go to this view. That ticker has not that event ticker over there hasn't updated yet, but we'll get back to that. Let me. So I hope some of those tips were helpful to you, Sparky. There's some more stuff in the chat that I might have missed. So make sure that you're reading along with the chat as well. To pick up some of those tips. I'm not going to scroll back and try and pick everything out there. Okay. How did he get it? I don't know, football fan. That's why I'm surprised. He's only got 1 point something K. So, and he's got the community tab. He's somehow got on the beta program. I don't know. It's something you can't apply for, or something that the YouTube give out randomly, I think. See, Harley said he's got the community tab too. So there you go. It's all YouTube randomness until they roll it out to everybody. They're probably what they're doing is they've got a core group, and then they're sort of sprinkling it out to random people who they think they might find it be useful. Community tab would be awesome, Rodney. Definitely. Yeah. Costume CO says he can also post his schedule. Instead of doing one of those 22-second, hey, I'm going to stream later, he can just say in his community tab, say, hey, I'm going to stream at 9 p.m. EST, or I'm going to stream at 12 midnight for all you night owls, or whatever. Actually, on my other channel, I have a few videos that I watch that are actually people with model trains in gardens. So they've got like their trains set up in the garden, and they go through, and they've got stations, and they go up hills and over bridges and over water, and quite fascinating. So I've watched a few of those videos. So good on you, Sparky. Okay, football fan 123. I can see that your profile picture here on the chat's still the same, so I'd say it's probably still going to be the same on your channel as well. I'll let you know. I'm just pulling it up now just to double check. Yeah, no, it hasn't updated yet. As I said, it could take a couple of hours. I know one time when I was updating one of my channels, it was taking a long time. Selena says, do you think they'll give everyone the community tab soon? I certainly hope so. I have no news on how long that would take, but the sooner the better, I reckon. I think they're just making sure that it's working for people, and then work out the bugs, because obviously they've got the features like the polls and the different types of what things you can post on there. Let's make sure that all works properly. You can see my new profile pic when you search my channel. Oh, when you do a search. Okay, that's interesting, because I just went to your channel a few seconds ago. It was still the old one, and I can see it hasn't updated in chat either. It's the randomness. It rolls out to different spots at different times. It's YouTube. All right, let's check the... All right. Shahib, are you in the house? I can see that you've checked for a channel impression, so give me a hey in the chat if you're still here, because we're going to pull you up if so. But I can do that. I can do it from the link. That's why I asked for the link, because then if you're not here, I can still do it. Okay. Pulls the intro video. All right, we're going to jump over and look at Shahib's channel. Let's put the feedback in the chat again, boys and girls. See what everyone has to say. Here's Shahib's channel. I'm having trouble reading what this says. Does this say camping? Gaming. Gaming rants, skits, more. It's a gaming rants. Is that like a Roberto Blake rant? I think that says gaming. If that says something different, my eyes are not helping. If anyone can read that for me, for Shahib, I'm going to go in close. Here we go. No, I still can't read that. So yeah, the font on here, Shahib, I think that says gaming, but I'm not sure. So I can see that says rants and skits. I think the colours and the size of the font is a little bit small. So that's the only thing that's trying to tell me what your channel's about, and so I sort of got an idea. So what I'm going to do is jump to the About page, and we'll have a look right now. Yeah, hard to read for most people. I think coming through the stream at 720p is going to slow down. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it is gaming, because I'm here on the description page now. It says, this channel is made by Shahib. I do stuff like gaming, skits, rants, and more. Subscribe if you fancy and turn on notifications. Now, that's all fine. I'd fill out your description some more, Shahib. I would maybe do a structured sentence for the first paragraph that says what your channel's about, more than just listing out like bullet point gaming, skits, rants. Saying hi, I'm Shahib and I'm from wherever you're from, which it doesn't say. You've hidden that, but that's fine. Or I'm Shahib, I really enjoy doing skits. I don't know what you mean by rants, so I would probably qualify what rants are. What type of games you like to play. Are you in the first-person shooters, or are you in role-playing games, or you playing FIFA or something? I'd sort of qualify maybe some of the games you play as well. So let's go to the video page. Any feedback on the banner thus far from the chat? Let's have a look. All caps doesn't help readability. Yeah, that too. And I think the font, the shape of the font as well. It's when it's small, it sort of just all blends in. And I can see you trying to. Looks like you got a drop shadow or something on that. But if it was a bit bigger, it'd be easier to read. But maybe I can see you trying to go for the same font all the way through here. I wouldn't concentrate on promoting your Twitter and your Instagram. You only got 59 subscribers. You want to focus on building your YouTube audience. So I wouldn't worry about that. You can put it in there, but just make it smaller. I would focus on more of what you're about. Make that clearer. That'd be the banner. Like, I don't mind the lightning in the back because you got to have a background or something. I'm not sure what this is. Now the profile picture is a blue S. But then your S up here is red, and then you got this red logo, the hoodie. I don't know what that's about. I'm assuming that's you with your back turned to the camera, or your face is in there and it's just blotted out. But maybe have something in here that blends in with something here. So whether you bring this S over to here, or you bring the red S or the hoodie or something over to here, so that there's a connection. Okay, football fan confirms what's written on the banner. Yeah, we worked that out eventually. Harley says, move the channel is made by to after this channel is about. Yeah. There's some good comments. Shahib, make sure you're reading. If you're looking at this in the replay, make sure you're looking at the live chat replay for everyone's comments. There's a lot more feedback there. No worries, football fan 123. Good night. Have a good sleep. It's late in the morning. I'll be probably up that time myself, doing Nick Nimmon's stream later on today, or tomorrow your time, or whatever time it is. Yeah, some good comments there from Pam and Harley about the banner as well. So check those out, Shahib. Okay, let's look at the thumbnails. Thumbnails are all over the shop. There's no congruency with the thumbnails at all. Like if I saw that thumbnail in a suggested or something, I wouldn't know that's your thumbnail. If they're all lined up against each other, I would have thought they're all from different channels, to be honest. So what I would work on is thumbnails. Figure out which maybe font or two fonts that you're going to use for all your artwork and stick with those. Figure out what your channel colors are, stick with those. Make sure you do custom thumbnails like this football looking thing. I don't know if that's live football or if that's from like a FIFA game or something. Seeing you're a gamer, I'm not sure. I would maybe put that on. Maybe something on there. It says Zidane headbutt explained. Maybe put headbutt explained would be there in some readable font. This shout out to game something, some shout out that you're doing. That seems to be the similar font than what you're using up here. If that's the font you want to go with, and then make sure you bring that down into all the fonts. To me, that sort of font is a little bit hard to read at times, especially when it's small. You got to make it, for those fonts to stand out quickly, you got to pick it up. You got to, make it bigger, is what I'm trying to say. I'm losing my train of thought. I need a sip of water now. And you got something here about Jake Paul sucks rant. So I don't know if that's somebody else ranting or just probably part of your rants. Yeah, so thumbnails all over the place. Oh yeah, this is gameplay here. So you're doing some sort of FIFA type football goings on. This dude looks live, so it looks like you're doing a bit of everything. So I think, yeah, these thumbnails, like this one's a hot mess. Athletic versus my team. I can't follow that thumbnail at all. At least this thumbnail here, epic commentary. The picture, the green pitch behind him says best commentary. That's great. I would have put him off center and made the best commentary a little bit bigger. But apart from that, that's a better thumbnail than most of these other ones. So head in that direction. Let's look at playlists real quick. And then create a playlist. Oh, look, there's me. You've got two playlists. You've got a Dream League Soccer. Okay, that's the game you're playing, Dream League Soccer. and Guns of Boom. Let's see if you've put those playlists on your homepage. Let's pause that. Popular uploads, and that's it. All right, what you need to do is get your playlists, the 2 playlists that you got there, and put them in a horizontal playlist down the page under popular uploads here, so people can find your content. Because when people come into your homepage, if they click on your channel icon from their sub box, or do a search and find you there, or click it from the side here like these, they're going to come to this page. So you need your best content showing off here. So get those playlists over onto the homepage. There's tutorials on how to do those. So basically, you'll get a blue button on here that says Customize Channel. You click on that, and then you go to the bottom. It'll take you to the old layout. Go to the bottom and click on Add to Layout, or Edit Layout, and it will allow you to do that. Shahib, any last comments for Shahib there, people in the chat? Beanie says Doug picked up on Brian's congruency. Yeah, I think once you learn how to say it, then you should use it every now and then. I need to get back. So you're looking at me and not Shahib's channel here. Here we go. Yeah, Harley says that I use that font or something similar, but it takes 1/3 of the thumbnail and only 2 or 3 words. That's definitely it. You want it to be big and bold, and that's why you want it to be readable, because when people are looking on their phone, where's my phone? Don't have my phone handy. It's over there. When you look on, you got your phone, your screen is so small. It's like, if you expect people to read the text on your thumbnail, you got to make it as big as possible. And in some cases, you probably want to have it covering most of the thumbnail. So either 2/3 for text, 1/3 for maybe your face shot, or something else that you're putting on there instead of your face. Did the stream die? Oh, I'm going all right. Oh. That's looking good for my own car. Looking good from my own car. You gave me a heart attack, and I'm looking at my OBS. It's looking all right. Just jumped over to my live dashboard. It's running fine. All right. And yeah, this thing is not updating today. This thing up here is not updating today. Let's go. That's event list. See if I can fix this online. It disappeared. Yeah, no, it's a Streamlabs end. Streamlabs end. All right, so that's good. So that was Shahib. Welcome, Shahib. Thanks for being part of the stream. I think you might have popped out already, because I've seen no comments during that thing there. Selena's asking, how do you stop videos from auto-playing when someone comes to your channel for the first time? That's a good question. I'm not sure if you can, because it's usually the only one that does that is your channel, or the featured video, or the channel trailer, whichever you've got set up. I'm not sure if there's an option to turn that off. If anybody knows, put it in the comments, because I have no idea. That I haven't figured out yet. I actually just have a featured video on mine. I haven't got a channel trailer yet. Okay, let's see who I've got next here. Who's put in here? Oh, look, it's Selena Plays. And she's put the as subscriber part on her link. So she wants us to look at her channel as a subscriber. Let's see if that works. I'm just pulling it up now. This is Selena Plays. And yeah, and your video is auto-playing, of course. There we go. All right, let's jump on over. We'll check this out, because I don't want to sort of get surprised that we've got more submissions in the form later. And I'm like, oh, I haven't done it yet. Here we go, Selena Plays. I've seen this on, was it Nick's stream? Somebody's stream? Or maybe it was Brian's stream. There we go. Nice, clean banner. Selena Plays builds Let's Plays, tutorials. I know LPs as Let's Plays and Sims 4 here, so it's very clear that you're focusing on Sims 4. There's nothing I can say about that banner. It's pretty good. And then you've got a Sims character avatar / profile picture there. That's looking great. Looking great. Okay, what we're going to do next? I'm going to go to the About page. Let's do all these in the same sequence. Yeah, that was probably before I joined, Selena. I've seen you in some of the other streams. I was in Brian's stream late this morning, so I missed that. I don't get up as you Kiwis get up a little bit earlier than us Aussies because you got the time zone difference to help you along. But yeah, I was still asleep for the beginning of Brian's stream. Description says, "I'm Selena and I love The Sims." Awesome. I have Sims tutorials and gameplays for you. I also have some fun challenges, special videos voted by you guys. You know, I can't fault anything in that description. That's good. It basically says what your channel's about there. That's lovely. You've got your Twitter and your Tumblr link there, which is the place to put it there. Especially because you don't have it up here, because you're at 43 subs at the moment. So yeah, you don't want to be pushing people away to your socials when you're trying to build a gaming channel. That's very good. Let's jump to videos. Look at those thumbnails. They're pretty good. What I'm seeing here is I'm seeing the font here is it matches up with the font on your banner, which is great. The white is sort of blending with the background a bit, but apart from that, that's probably a good thumb because you're using the imagery from the Sims, of course. It's looking good. I can see this is a different font, and that's probably looks like you maybe just made that change from this font to this font. And then back here, you've got a different set of fonts as well. Okay, that's... Okay, this is a pretty new channel. That's all the videos. So, yeah, you're still dialing things in. That's pretty good. From the get-go, you've got your thumbnail game. It's just, I can see you're just dialing in to find what style works the best for you. And I think you're getting closer as you're going along. Using this font, which matches this font. Well, even if it's not quite the same font, it looks so close that you couldn't tell the difference. So I'm liking it. Yeah, it does look better in dark mode because these are quite bright and bright font. Even to me, I don't know, on my monitor anyway, and I think it's just my monitor. Let's say the sitting room and the girls' nursery one, because of the whiteness of the background, they're sort of washing out a bit for me, but I think that's more my screen than anything else. I can see up on my OBS it's a little better. I like that you've got like a very minimal border. That works for me as well. I can see you got green there, you had sort of a purple there. Yeah, I can see you dialing everything in, so you're definitely on the right track, and you're a lot more further along than some of the other channels we looked at thus far in regards to thumbnails and layout and stuff. Let's have a look what playlists you have. You've got a few playlists there. That's good. Sometimes I just like to see that people have playlists because some people don't even go that far. Let's go back to the home page. And I know you're going to be killing it because you're going to get advice from people like, look at that, playlist, boom, playlist, boom. Obviously, playlists only have 2 videos, but if you're going to add more soon, they're going to fill out, so that's going to be fine. I can see that one's only got 1, so that's in that mode. Same with that one. Because of where you're at with how many videos you got, that's understandable. Exactly. And you've got, look at this. This is awesome. Look at the description for the playlists. Selena's doing everything right. This is like doing everything right. If you can get your channel nailed down this much, then you're going to do well. And obviously, there's little bits and pieces. It's all about just tweaking stuff from this point. So this is really good. This is an example of heading in the right direction and doing the right things. That's what I reckon. Yeah, Harley says visually it looks great. There's a mention on Harley about whether the titles are what people are searching for. Yeah, I'm not sure how people search for games. I know I had a Minecraft channel, and so back when I was doing that, though, I wasn't as into the whole optimizing for YouTube as I am now, of course. So The Sims 4. It's always starting with the name of the game. I think if people are looking for stuff for games, they're going to start with the game, and then like say you're doing Minecraft, you might go Minecraft. You'd be ridiculous to search for Minecraft Let's Play because there's like you'd probably have 100 million searches results in search. Selena, you're definitely on the right track. I can tell you're taking advice from people like Brian and Nick and whoever else that you regularly watch, whether it's Roberto or any of those other guys. So the fact that you're implementing means you're there. You're there already. And to have that many videos, already be 43 subs, that's ticking along nicely. I'm sure you'll get to 100 subs in no time once that gets going. But yeah, as Harley said, I'm not sure what the best thing for searching on games is. I would have to have a bit of a thought about that. There might be some thoughts in the chat as well about best ways to search for games. Because unless you're doing like a how-to or walkthrough where people are maybe looking for, how do I do this particular thing in this game, or how do I beat this level, or how do I build an iron golem farm in Minecraft or anything like that. I need to go back to a camera. Let's go back to this one. There we go. So yeah, Selena, that's awesome. I'm just going to see how many we've got in here. See who else has put one in. Pandas Puppets has put one in, so we'll go have a look at Pandas Puppets. I'll get it queued up. We talk amongst ourselves. Hey, it's Dan from Creative Fundamentals. Welcome to the stream. And I'm pulling up Pandas Puppets. He's the last one that's submitted for a bit of an impression. So we're going to look at that one in a minute. Let's just jump back in the chat and see how everyone's going there. How is everyone going? Yeah, that Streamlabs thing is just not updating because I keep looking and the last person I can see subscribed is Harley. So it's like, maybe I need to refresh it somehow. Is there a way to refresh it? I will look while I take a sip from my water.
You've made it to the channel. Excellent. Now, you want to know when we're having videos? It's on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Last night, well, it wasn't late last night, I ran into a friend of mine. I've just woken up myself. Ah, man, I was in a box.
I don't know how to make. Maybe I'll just refresh the page. No, I don't think that's going to work either. I've got a video playing in the background. Pandas Pub's getting a free plug there with audio. Seeing I didn't have my thing. I forgot that. Number one thing when pulling up channels: pause the channel trailer. First time I've done it today, so I'm doing well. This is like the fifth channel we've looked at. So, anyway, I'm not going to worry about that Streamlabs thing too much. What I'm going to do is jump over. Let's look at Pandas Puppets. Let's get the feedback going for Pandas Puppets in the chat. Pandas Puppets, new videos every week. I have a suspicion that this channel is all about puppets. That's my... Pandas 5 says I've got to change that. I'm not sure which part you need to change that. Okay, so we've got it's a plain red background. So it's a red and yellow theme. Okay, that's cool. That's like a flash sort of color scheme. I'm not sure what this is over here. Classic. It looks like a thumbnail. So I don't know if you're trying to promote a video or something there. But that's very hard to read. Classic Happy World episodes, the Scary House. So I don't know if that part works, especially with the text being so small. A bit like the last channel we looked at before Selena. I think that was, who was that? Shahib. It was Shahib's channel, where some of the text was a bit small. So I had trouble reading that. People on mobile definitely won't be able to read that. Having the puppet on there, that's awesome. New videos every week. I'm intrigued as to what you do with puppets, but obviously it's going to be, you'll be presenting something with puppets. I don't know if the puppets have a theme or it's just puppets in general. Are you making puppets? Let's have a look. As we do, we jump to the About page first. Official Pandas Puppets channel. Hello and welcome to the channel. Here are the puppet creations of Taylor Grant. They have appeared in live shows all over the States, as well as on the cable access show Happy World. Episodes 3, 5, 6, and 7 can still be seen over on the website. Cool. Okay. So you're producing some sort of content with puppets. So I'm assuming, because hard to assume these days because you have things like The Simpsons, which is sort of more, and Family Guy, which are more, it's cartoons, but it's geared at adults. Sometimes puppets can be geared at adults. So I'm assuming that this is probably geared at kids, but it's not real clear. I think it can probably have a more above, the first paragraph or so above that Official Pandas Puppets channel, something that's more descriptive of what your channel's about, so that people have an introduction to maybe this part here, the puppet creation of Taylor Grant, put that at the top with some more, like a paragraph. Because what I'd like to know is what you do with the puppets, and we're going to probably pick that up as we look at some of the thumbnails and stuff. But yeah, the description, that first paragraph needs to be really descriptive of the channel. So if people hover over your icon, wherever they hover over it, I'm not sure where it happens in the search particularly, that they see those first 160 odd characters. So you really want to fill that with something that's going to be a draw to a prospective subscriber or viewer. Okay, let's jump over to the video tab and have a look. I can see you got a theme for the thumbnails. They're all very congruent with the color scheme, with the font, with the layout as well. The puppet faces are nice and big, which is good. Now it says Pandas Puppets. That's quite bold. I don't know. It's like bigger than the text about what the thumbnail's about. So I don't know whether maybe you want to swap the sizing, maybe make Pandas Puppets smaller, or maybe use your channel profile. Now the channel profile, I'd probably want to get something on there that matches your artwork, because that black and white sort of cartoon drawing is completely different from any of this. I would either use like the red and orange, maybe with PP, or use a red background with this blue puppet guy as your icon, so that it's all matching up. Because this is disconnected. Like I was going to say, put this on your thumbnail, but that's not congruent with the rest of the color scheme, or the fonts, or the artwork. So if you get that right, then if you get a good logo, then instead of putting Pandas Puppets across the top there, you can just maybe stick it in the bottom corner, stick it in the top corner, make the title thumbnail text a lot bigger, because this is quite small. And looking at on my screen now, which is an 11-inch screen, imagine going on a tablet or a phone. That's quite small. I'm not going to be able to read. It says how to fail to live stream, or how to stream live on YouTube. So is this puppets teaching YouTube? Is that what this is? What is YouTube Kids? Welcome to the channel. That's a channel trailer. So still trying to figure out, like I can see you using puppets, and puppets is the medium of communication here. The end of trolling. After creepy kid. Okay, that's disturbing. 3 rules for trolling online. Happy trolls. Yeah, so there's some interesting things going on there with the thumbnails. So yeah, I think the Pandas Puppet stands out too much, and I don't see the main gist of because remember, thumbnails are about the video, they're not about the channel. So although you want to sort of make it congruent so we know it's from you, but we want to know what what this video is about. So the thumbnail is what tells us, and all I see is Pandas Puppets. So I maybe get rid of that, use a logo, and make your video text a lot bigger. But how you're doing it and getting the fonts and stuff matching up, or is that even the same font? That's a slightly different font. Maybe get the fonts to match up. I actually probably prefer this font down here on the thumbnails. Actually, move that. Maybe put them up here on the banner. That might be just to get it matching up, because you don't want to maybe use more than 2 fonts max anyway. The color scheme, the red and the yellow, seems to be the theme. So there's a theme there. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's look at playlists real quick. You got playlists. Having playlists is a good start. Let's see if they're over on the home page. Yes, we have playlists on the home page, and they have a description, so that's great. Some of these don't have descriptions, and maybe some of the ones that do have description could be filled out a little bit more. I think there's unless somebody starts watching your video to pick up the vibe, I think what you might need to do is give a better idea, and that's what the About page is about, and maybe it's also in the channel trailer, of course. But the About page, and you're not going to look at the channel trailer now, but that's obviously the places where people start to nut out and figure out what your channel's about. So you got your playlist on the home page, which is great, and you do have some description in there, which is good. You saw the way Selena had hers. She had a lot more. She had like about three or four lines in her description. They were really well filled out. So that's great. So yeah, there's probably a lot of thoughts in the chat there. I have not really been looking there. So let me come back to ticker mode. Here we go. Beanie Draw says Doug is on the dark side. That's probably to do with my dark mode. I hope so. Or else I'm on the dark side of the Force. Okay. I never considered myself a Sith. I'm more of a Rebel Alliance type of guy. You know, I don't toe the line of Roberto Blake and Nick Nimmin necessarily. Just having a quick squiz through here, football fan. Can I get a channel review, please? I thought we looked at your channel. Oh no, we looked at your banner. Football fan. Okay, let me get rid of Pandas Puppets channel off my screen here so that I'm all up to date here. We've had no more submissions, I don't think. Let me refresh this. Doesn't look like we've got any more submissions in the Google Doc. I'm just going to upgrade it now. No, it's still the 3 that we looked at. No worries, Sparky. We'll we went through yours quite. We got some good comments in helpful comments. It was a Mac reference, Dan. The dark side. We worship at Steve Jobs' temple. Dear. Sparky, yeah, we looked at your channel. We looked at it for quite a bit. So catch the replay. You'll get the comments in the chats as well from other people's feedback, as well as mine in the video. So make sure to check out the replay once that's published later on today. Pandas Puppets is thanking me. That's good. All right, let's see if we can throw some if you've got questions in the chat, make sure to tag me so I can see them. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go polite football fan just because he asked, and we did look at his banner earlier, and I can see your profile picture still hasn't updated, so that's fine. We know that's a thing with YouTube. It takes a while for that to update. Pandas Puppet says he's struggling with channel art. I'm not sure what you're using now, but if you maybe you could try something like an online tool like Canva, or depends on, you know, if you've got software. If you've been trying to do it in Photoshop, maybe you can press on with that, or go with one of the sort of online, start with a template and then adjust it out and fix it up. They do on Canva. You can do channel art. You can do thumbnails. So that's all good. We'll quickly look at some of the questions that are coming through, and then we'll look at Football Fans channel real quick. Costume CEO says, what kind of lighting setup do I have? Well, over this side, I've got natural sunlight coming in at the moment. I usually have a light set up on this side, but I don't have it turned on today because it's way over the other side of the room. It's an overcast day, so I've just got the light filtered through some light curtains. So like a bit of like a natural diffuser, you could say. I've got one desk lamp with a daylight bulb over here, and I've got a makeshift diffuser in front of it just to soften it, just to light this side of the face because there's no windows on this side. In the back, I've got some LED strips and the glow behind the clock. No, the clock's on this side. Glow behind the clock and some of the other things are LED candles. Using like a remote, I can change the color, but I just matched to the blue of the LED strip that I've got on my bookshelf. And I can also actually light up the Don't Quit and the Move My Head subscribe light. I can also light those up, but sometimes they can look a little bit washed out, depending on what sort of lighting I've got going. So, but they're not really, it's not really lighting, but they light up. So yeah, real basic lighting setup. Nothing too fancy. I have a couple of monitors there. What I'll do, I might do that for Instagram because I was going to do that for YouTube, but I think I'm just going to do that for Insta. So if you make sure to follow me, Doug Hewson YT on Instagram, and then maybe after the stream, I actually did an Instagram, what's that live thing that you do with all the 15-second videos? I did one the other day. I was sitting at my desk, so I did show it off briefly, but it was nighttime. But what I might do is do a quick Instagram video thing. If I could, because there's different ways you can do stuff in Instagram. There's the 15-second thing, but then you can also do like a live stream as well. I know Nick Nimmin did one a day or so ago. It was like pretty late my time, and he's a few hours behind me. So he just did like a quick YouTube Q&A on Instagram, and he was actually pulling people in to his Instagram thing, and there was like a split screen, and he was talking to somebody else who was on Instagram. It was pretty cool stuff. If I could figure out how to do that, it's pretty awesome. So Dan says, what time is it down here? Well, I've just hit 11 a.m. here in Brisbane. I know where Beanie is. It's midday. And he's already answered that in chat. Probably in a few more weeks, Beanie's going to be on the same time zone as me. So we have half the year we have 3 time zones. We have Eastern, Central, and West. But during summer, when they have daylight savings, it sort of fragments, because up here in Queensland, where I am, we don't do daylight savings, but down in New South Wales, Victoria, ACT, Tasmania, they go on their own daylight saving time zone. South Australia goes on daylight savings, but then Northern Territory, which is central as well, they don't. And then Western Australia, I think they don't do daylight savings at all. They don't bother. But they're the whole entire western part of Australia from the top to the bottom. So 3 main ones, and then it sort of fragments when daylight savings kicks in. And our daylight savings is the opposite time of the year to the US, because I know you guys are just starting. We're about to finish. So yeah, it's all very confusing, and it works differently depending on where you are in the world. But that's basically what happens. Yeah, we get plenty of sun up here in Queensland anyway, you know. What's the old ad saying? Beautiful one day, perfect the next. I don't think they do those ads anymore. But, you know, our sunny days per year is quite high most of the time. But today it's overcast. but it's not raining, so it's good. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent. Let's look at Football Fan's channel, because I've had this pulled up here, and he's at 5 a.m. in the morning there, and I'm waffling about time zones. All right. Okay, I'm not going to comment on the artwork because we already did that, so let us go. I'm going to look at the about. I think I looked at the about. Did I look at the about page? I think I did. No, I didn't. Yo, boy, Football Fan coming up with cool ideas. Okay, yeah. The shout-out stuff at the start you probably don't want to have. You want to, for paragraph 1, you want to introduce your channel. Not yo, how's it going? Welcome to this. You can say welcome really quickly, but get to the point of what your channel's about. Hey, welcome to the channel. This channel's about this football. We do this, and this. So even when I look at your about channel now, I know you're a football channel, but it doesn't say what about football. It doesn't say you're doing game reviews or you're playing FIFA on your Xbox, or if is it live football? Is it Premier League? Is it some other league that you're talking about? Is it several leagues that you're doing? All that sort of thing. And all this goal stuff, you don't really need that, but if you want to leave it in there, make sure it's right at the bottom. But that first 160-odd characters, first paragraph, I would say, really nut down so people know what your channel's about if they hover over your channel icon. All right, let's go to the video tab and look at the thumbs. Okay, these ones are blank, which I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know if that's a glitch or if they're purposely blank. If they're purposely blank, I would get that fixed ASAP, because these thumbs individually, like the face reveal, that's not bad artwork. That's the artwork wise is fine, but obviously you see that as you go, the artwork, the thumbnails are different every time. There's no thumbnail on that one for some reason. So sorry. See, the fonts are all different. The color schemes change all the time. Main colors you got up here is you got your blue, your white, your red. You got the football guy there who's wearing red. You got the red there. Yeah, Dan's right. He's Creator Fundamental says I would skip doing no video today videos. Yeah. Now you don't promise a video every day in your banner, so don't feel pressured that you have to do a video every day, and certainly don't post a video. It says doing these videos can be a little dangerous for YouTube. They might think that you're spamming content if you keep doing like a similar 10, 17 second video that says no video today. Like, I don't know if there's anything in that video or if it's totally blank. Is it just black for 17 seconds? It says no video today, and that's how you're communicating it. That's a very dangerous thing to be caught in, because you could catch a community strike for that, I reckon. So don't do that. But bright green is not the best choice, Dan says, and listen to Dan, he knows what he's talking about. So yeah, the bright green. I would stick with the color scheme. I wouldn't do any more colors other than the white, the red, and the blue of the banner as at most. So pick something like see this thumb here with the face reveal. That's all nice. That's a similar blue to my thumbnails, but maybe if that was a darker blue that matched your background, maybe face reveal in red or something. So you got white, red, and the blue. But that's one of the best thumbnails on your channel. This is really basic. Anything with all white or all black is probably something to stay away from for the background. Then you've got stuff here. You got some guy with a pink wall, something with Jake Paul. So your content's all over the shop as to what it's about, and so that's nothing to do with football. So you got some stuff on there that's not about football. Now this is just your video feed. I'm hoping you put them in certain playlists so that they're sort of segregated off to the side. So yeah, nut down and try and figure out a thumbnail scheme. Have maybe a template that you can use. You can change the picture, change the text, but make sure that your colors and your font are the same. So yeah, there's a lot of work there. A lot of work there. Nothing happening there. Playlists. You've got a few videos, but not a lot of them are in these playlists. And I don't know if these playlists are set up that well, but I would get more playlists happening. Try and group your videos together a little bit better and get the playlists happening. And don't just get the make playlists in the playlist folder. Make sure that they come over to the home screen. Let's have a look what you have here. You got uploads and popular uploads. Decide which one of those two you want to have at the top, uploads or popular uploads. Don't have both. You've got created playlists. See, instead of doing created playlists, make a horizontal line for just one playlist and put several of them there. Keep this My Other Channels thing all the way to the bottom. Make sure that's always on the bottom. But you can add more playlists. So as you add more playlists, and also add them to the thing. And don't do the vertical because it's taking up a lot of space. Do horizontal because you can get 3 or 4, depending on the layout, across here. And people can see like 3 or 4 videos, and then another 3 or 4 videos, and another 3 or 4 videos. You said, check out your homepage, tell me what layers I shall add. Well, yeah, you want to basically, I would say you kept your uploads, I'll get rid of popular uploads, or change popular uploads to horizontal and get rid of uploads. One of the two. Have that at the top, don't have those two together. These created playlists, instead of grouping them together, make them as individual playlists in a strip. So just pick a single playlist and do it horizontal. And do that for as many of your proper created playlists as you can get on your homepage until it's full. That's what I'd say. And if need be, if you end up with a lot more playlists, then get rid of the other channels thing. See, I'm not sure why you have other channels. This one's called Football Madness, which is, this is Football Fan 123, and then you got FF 123 intros and outros. I don't know why you're making separate channels for similar content when you had other stuff about Jake Paul and stuff on this channel as well. I think you're probably spreading yourself out. I don't know why you've got extra channels. Maybe having a separate gaming channel makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if you want to actively promote those in your homepage. I would try and get all your as many videos as possible on your homepage as in horizontal playlists. So yeah, that's what I'd say about that. Oh, I haven't used this one. That's my chat one, and I'm not framed properly. I brought out. I don't use that one anymore because of the chat replay. Anyway, let's go to this one. All right, there we go. All right. There's probably some good comments in the chat here that I've missed. I saw a few of Dan's comments there. Get some really good. Make sure that you're taking notes from the chat, especially, not just me. Yeah, because you had back to those videos. There was a 17-second video. There was an 8-second video. Only post properly made videos. Don't publish short videos that says, oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not feeling well. I'm not posting a video today. It's like, if you're not posting a video, don't post a video. Just move on. If there's nothing today, if someone jumps in your comments and says, oh, you didn't post a video today, say, oh, yeah, no, the next one will be tomorrow. So, yeah. All of the comments were from me. Which comments? In chat? There's other people's chatting. Creative Fundamentals has given a lot of feedback, and Beanie says that someone did get a community strike for having a blank video with no content in it. I think that was if that's the one I'm thinking of, that was Jafito. He accidentally did a test live stream that had like static or blank or whatever. He never hit the test live stream button in OBS, somewhere hidden where you do a test stream, because it gets you a strike on your channel and then you can't live stream. You don't want that. Okay, make sure you're looking at live chat, not top chat. That'll show up all the chat messages. So yeah, so that was Football Fan 1, 2, 3. Let's close that window. Just going to refresh real quick here just to make sure there's nobody else has done a last minute submission in the form. No, we're all good. Real good. All right, questions. tech questions, YouTube questions, any questions, put them in there. Now, I haven't done any of my segments today, and I haven't really gone with my my sound effects. But for all the channels that we looked at today, let's give everyone a big cheer. I just wanted to use the sound effect in my stream. I forgot it was there. They're sitting here in front of me and I forgot all about them. Okay, post them in the chat right now if you have any questions. I'm looking to see how long we've been going for. We're coming up towards 2 hours. It's been 1 hour, 45 minutes. So let's get the chat going and just make sure people's questions getting answered. People have any comments. I should really... We didn't really talk about anything to do with ranking or tags or anything today. So it was all... Like when I do the channel review part or channel impressions, I just looking at layouts and where people have got what and everything. You know, I don't tend to spruik myself as an expert on tagging and ranking and so forth. But let's do some promotion here. Let's see if that works. Rodney's back. Welcome back. Oh, that works. I've got some buttons set up for in my Stream Deck. I'm gonna make that message. Sparky 107 says you need a subscribe pillow. A lot of people have subscribe pillows. I like Dan's. He's got his face on it. That's pretty cool. That's a point of difference instead of having the generic Amazon subscribe pillow. But I do have subscribe, like, and share on my little light box there. If you're having a hard time on YouTube, don't quit. Beanie's flattering me now. Not wanting to compare you with other YouTubers, Doug, but you've got the same amount of watching you as I saw in a stream of 200k YouTuber. I think I missed half of I missed the gist of that, but I think I got the gist of that. So yes, that's good. That's good to know. That's good to know because I consider myself new at live streaming. This is my fourth or fifth stream. I think it's my fourth stream. I only started streaming back in beginning of February, I think. And we did a week, and it was like 2 or 3 weeks later, and then again last week, and then this is like the first time we've gone 2 weeks in a row. So, you know, it's good to get a regular time and date. You know, and the thing is, the last 2 Saturdays I've gone up against Roberto Blake. You know, but you know, I'll go back and watch Roberto's stream later because I love it. But they go for hours. I don't know if he's still on or not. Let's have a quick look. I don't have my YouTube thingy open. Pam says she needs to make a ticker. First time I read that, I thought it says sticker. I was thinking, oh, you're making stickers. That's cool. Give them away to subscribers. Make some stickers. A ticker, yeah. I followed Nick's tutorial for the ticker. So I think his video a month or 2 back. That's where I came up with the layer thing. So you get the fade in and fade out on either side, and then added the ticker on. Roberto's still going. I'm not surprised because he started just about the time that Brian finished his stream. He started roughly around that same time. So he's been going for hours. Car Galaxy Studio says he's one shy of 200. Is that 200 subs? If you haven't subscribed to Car Galaxy Studios and you're into his content, go check it out. He's one of the blue moderators in the stream there with the wrench. If you're into that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to him. I recommend it. I'm subscribed to Car Galaxy Studios. he does some stuff. He does a lot of photography stuff on there. So if you're into photography and video, he knows a lot more about that stuff than I do. He's got all these DSLRs and mirrorless cameras and lenses and stuff going on there. Some of his videos, like the Niagara Frozen Over, they were pretty awesome videos. I think they're the first videos I watched on your channel. They're pretty awesome. There you go. So if you hit it during the stream, I'll play you a very special sound effect. So to keep me posted, and we'll throw in a. Yes, I have a sound effect for that. When I get the confirm from Car, I will whack it in. Rodney's just hit 300 himself. That's pretty awesome, Rodney. I'm not keeping up with that. I'm keeping up with your videos, but I'm not always. Sometimes you go watch videos and you're sort of just watching the video. You don't sort of glance down to see what the sub count is. Well, that's me anyway. I don't. Every now and again. Looks like Car's there. Let's play the victory music. Woo-hoo. I'm sure people can hear that. I can't hear that, but I'm sure people can hear that. That's the trumpets. We're declaring it. Costume here says they were married in Niagara Falls. Was that like literally in the falls? That would have been on one of those boats that go right up to the edge. Niagara Falls, the place, not the actual falls. Oh dear. All right. I think we're all questioned out. I know last week there wasn't too many questions. We had a lot of questions at the start. That was awesome. And then we got into looking at some of the channels. A lot more details as we go along there. We get quite involved in those channels. I can see how Nick goes so long on his things, because then he starts to dial into some of the channels, and then something comes up, he goes off to talk about some on a tangent. Then he's got to actually come back to that channel, finish off the channel, maybe give it a grade. It's quite crazy, and I understand why it's going 5 or 6 hours. It's ridiculous. Hey, Sparky, you're at 14. Yeah, you're doing quite well on the sub count. As long as it's going up, even if it's going up slowly, as long as it's going backwards, that would be concerning. And one thing, I think it was your channel we noticed, which you'll see when we talked about it when you watch the replay, is we noticed you had the community tab, and we were commenting, well, that's pretty cool. I hope you're utilising that to your favour. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure that was your channel. If it's not, I will. Oh, sorry if it's somebody else's channel, but I'm sure it was yours. It was somebody who was in that 1 point something K sub count anyway. I know somebody else had one. It was 1.7. Maybe it was that channel. I don't know. Questions. Pop those questions in. I'm going to check one last time to make sure there's no... Oh, I'm glad I checked, because somebody has submitted their channel. I'll get that queued up, and we'll do the due diligence for this channel submission. If anybody went and watched last week's replay for last week's stream, I'd like to know your feedback, because what I did...
Are you a creator?
Interesting thing I did, I came up with after the stream, I went and put in some cards on that video after the fact. I think there's 3 cards. There's one at the end, I think it was maybe a handoff to another video where I talked about a video... It was a handoff to a video. Must have been a question, and I handed it off. I said, "Oh yeah, I've got a video on that." So what I did is I plugged in a card for that, for a link to that video, And what I also did is I plugged channel links in for everybody who donated in that stream. So I whacked in the cards a channel link for I think it was Car Galaxy Studios and Creative Fundamentals. So I whacked those in at the time that the roughly around the time that the money come in. Like if you're doing a channel with Oodles or Super Chat, then you wouldn't have enough card room because I think you can only do like 5 per video. But because it was only a small amount, I thought, let's try that out. Let's link out to somebody's video, thank them for the donation, and link out to their channel. But yeah, I thought I'd give that a go. So if anybody noticed that, if they watched the replay, probably most of the people here were live, so they didn't watch the replay anyway. It was 2 and something odd hours anyway. All right. So this is the last call, by the way. If you want me to look at your channel, to go to the form, the Google form in the description, and leave your channel link there. That's the way you get on this stream to get shown. There was 2 exceptions today. It was Football Fan and Sparky, because Sparky came over from Brian's. I said I'd look at his channel in Brian's stream, and Football Fan was just initially wanting me to look at his banner because we looked at it before. It was like a update. I updated my banner. What do you think? So last chance to put them in there. I will be checking after I've looked at Pam's. Yes, it's Pam. Let's scroll down so we can see the banner. I will scroll down the page because of what's going on there. Crafting Your Career, videos every week. We've got a cute little dog there. And we've got Pam, of course. Big thumbs up. Got the sort of the purple, sort of blue, black sort of vibe going there. Matches your hair colour. That's all. I like the colour scheme. You've figured out what works for you. You've got a theme. That's pretty good. 2.5K. You've got a few links there, but that's good. You got your Etsy and your blog. Is that a blog post? Yeah, Facebook. I'm not too fussed on those at 2.5K. I'm no expert on that, but I know if you're under 1,000, I would say, oh yeah, I'd be a little bit more concerned. But that's fine. The profile picture is congruent with the channel art. It's picture of you, so you can't go wrong with that. Let's go. I'm going to look at the About page. I have a fair idea what Pam's channel's about already, but we'll have a look at the description. Home of needle felting tutorials, needle felt supplies, and equipment reviews and tips and advice for selling your craft on Etsy. So we're talking about Etsy, talking about crafts and needle felt. And you've got a schedule there as well. I can't fault any of that. It's pretty good. I like it. I like how you schedule there because it's a detailed schedule. Imagine trying to put Monday do this, Wednesday all on your banner. There'll be no room. But the fact that you've listed it there for people to find, that's good. Videos every week. It says there. Let's go to the video page. Hashtag congruent. We should get that hashtag going in Brian's channel as well. Make sure when you're on Brian's streams, make sure you hashtag congruent when we're doing channel reviews. And what the heck, let's throw it in Nick's streams as well when we're looking at channel reviews. That's my suggestion. All right, we're at the recent uploads here. I'm liking the thumbnails down here. I'm assuming you've got something going on here. I'm just guessing. This is just me guessing. That's a live. I could tell by the run time on that live. These thumbnails are all congruent, like the sort of the pink purple with the glow. You got 2 different colors going on there. That works. And then you've got these ones over here, which I think is because they're part of a different series. So you've just got the you and the animal there. This one's a little bit out of focus. I can see this one's focused on the felt dog. That makes sense to me. This one's focused on the. I see you going for the bouquet. What's that bouquet? What's that out of focus background thing called? Bouquet or something? I think that's probably what you're going for. I'm not sure if it works or not for me. I'm of two minds about that one, about having your face out of focus. But I get what you're doing because you're putting the focus on the art. So and there's probably a reason why you don't have any text on there. And as to say, you don't have to have text on thumbnails. As long as people know what's going on between the thumbnail and the title. To me, it does look like you've got a thing going. It looks like, yeah, it's a very regular schedule. Can see the way they're laid out. So it's like you're doing 4 videos a week, and every week you're posting. They all seem to line up just in the video page, which is just a coincidence, really. So let's look at the playlists. This will give me a better idea. Excuse me. Needle felting for nerds playlist. Oh, that's news. One video in that one. Recently uploaded crafting. You got oodles and oodles of playlists there. That's great. Playlist for the win. Let's go back to the homepage. I've got a system and I'm sticking to it. Recent uploaded marketing. That's right, because we're doing all the Etsy stuff as well, not just the crafts. That's excellent. So this is all your Etsy marketing, SEO stuff. That's pretty good. And your recent craft videos. Pom-pom animals. I thought that said something else for a second until my eyes adjusted, but we won't go there. These are older videos because I consider an older thumbnail style, but I understand why that is. Etsy tips. So you're maximizing your definitely maximizing your playlists on your homepage. So I think it looks like you're probably close or have hit the max. So that's pretty good. So yeah, all on the right track. Descriptions, yeah, it's good. Descriptions, not quite as long as what Selena had, but you've got the description, which means you're ahead of 80% of most other people. Excellent, Pam. I'll sort of see what's happening in the chat here. Sparky 107 107 wish you had super chat. I would hit it. Nice of you to take the time to help others out. Well, Sparky, now that you mentioned that, yeah, because I'm under 1,000 subs, I don't have monetization or YouTube partner program yet. Beanie has a plan for me to get there, so good on you, Beanie. If you want to, down in the description, there is actually 2 links to donate via PayPal. I think one's Streamlabs and one's Stream Tip. I think they both ended up in there. I haven't changed it from last week. But if you do Stream Tip, it should show up in the chat. It doesn't get highlighted as a color, but it shows up in the chat. And you can give, there's a Streamlabs link and a Stream Tip link. So I don't know if they're clearly marked on the description there. Let me have a quick look at my description. The top one there is a Streamlabs one. It says support the stream. That's right at the top. That actually wasn't supposed to be right at the top. That's actually there in error. There's one that says channel impressions, and there's a link there. Oh no, that's the Google Forms. That's the Google Forms. Anyway, there's a couple of different links and there's a couple of different methods, but both of them are actually PayPal. So here am I pulling everything up on my screen to everybody. That's just not professional. All right. Yeah, I like to at least cover. That's why I like to do it in the same sequence. I like to I go and I mute the thing. I look at the banner and the profile pic if I remember. Then I'll go look at the about page because the first thing I want to know is what the channel's about. And if I'm still doubting or if I'm still not 100% sure, then I'll look at the about page because there's always something to read from the about page anyway. And then I like to look at the videos so I can look at the thumbnails and all that sort of stuff. So I like to work through it in a progression, and then looking at the playlist, because some people, first of all, you want to see, well, do they even have a playlist or playlists? You know, depending on how much content they got, and then have they moved those playlists or some of those playlists to their homepage? So yeah, that's the sequence I like to do it. Car Galaxy Studio says you might go with the Streamlabs option, assuming you can get it work consistently with regular OBS. Yeah, because this is where it pops up in the event list here. That's Streamlabs, and for some reason, that event thing's not working. I'm not sure if it's working any better for if you do like a dedicated donation pop-up, which you can also do. Yeah, it's just not working properly this week. I know it was working slow for Dan on his stream a couple of days ago, so I think that might be what's going on. For that. Oh, we got another one in the Google documents. I just had a quick check there. I'll get that queued up and we'll have a look. Yeah, Rodney, it's on Google Forms. So because of YouTube, you've got a Google account already. So you just go Google Forms. You can create forms. And you can change the color, and you can put some pictures on there, and you can add like any form element like tick boxes and text boxes and all that. And there Nightbot has just alerted us for the donation from Sparky107107. He sent a $15 tip on Stream Tip. It says, "Thank you so much. It's so hard, I think, to get subs and view time up with model trains." No problem. No problem, Sparky. I really enjoyed Model Train. As I mentioned, you'll probably see it in the replays. I mentioned a little bit after your thing that I actually, on my other channel, I've got some videos queued where I'm looking at model trains in people's backyards, and they put their GoPro or whatever on the front of the train and drive it around their setup and post those on the like 15, 20 minutes of them doing a lap of their garden outdoor track. And then there's ones that have like the real small ones that people sit on and go around there. They've got a big yard or something, and they've got like it's like their own little railway in their backyard. It's amazing. So and then I've even seen the ones that are indoors on the tables. So let me see. So yeah. Cheers to Sparky107 for that donation via Stream Tip. Hope you get a lot more feedback when you go back and look at the replay for that channel review. That's awesome. Okay, I need to pull up the next one in the list. We had another submission in the Google form. While they're there, we shall do them. Once it's up, we shall know. I'll have Dan says, Creative Fundamentals, we got to do that video, Doug, next week perhaps. Yeah, I after the stream last week, I started making a few basic bullet point notes of some things. We're going to nut that out a bit more, but yeah, we need to. I'm like, well, I'll get started. I've got a couple of videos in the queue, so yeah, that's interesting. But it's definitely along the lines of some of the content I've been doing lately with the Super Chat one and everything. So Saturday night live stream, I'm down for that. So that should be my that's my Sunday. Yeah, that's tomorrow. That's like this time tomorrow. A few people still in the chat, and we've just been joined by Tom Nash. Hey Tom, how's it going? Been a while since we've heard from Tom. He's been blowing up over on vidIQ. I see. Okay, the next channel, let's get that up before I forget. It's Rodney B. Hunt, 302 subscribers. Let's get that for hitting 300 subs. Friday night. You get to compete with me, Dan. Tom says, have I considered putting chat on screen? Oh, like this. Except I don't have myself set up properly here. I'm a little bit out of shot with that because I don't use that screen anymore because of live chat replay. So I don't really pull it up, and some of the mod names blend in with the blue. So anyway, I try not to use that one as much now, but it's there. I still have it. Anyway, back to Rodney's channel. Back to Rodney's channel. He does tech and tips for YouTube creators. Videos every Friday. Rodney's got I'm digging Rodney's channel art. Did you do that yourself, Rodney? Did you do that in Canva or did you do that on some other software? I'm just wondering because that's pretty neat. It's very, very modern and slick. You got the yellow, which is your color theme. You've got a couple of devices, bit like mine. I got like a MacBook and stuff on mine and whatever, and some Final Cut Pro icons and stuff to show that I do. So Dan, in other words, that means you want me to wrap it up in 20 minutes. Oh dear. Anyway, let me get on with Rodney's channel here. I'm sort of glancing at the. Oh, you've got it made. Yeah, they've done a good job. I like it. Anyway, let me icon matches up because you've got the yellow, your face. I want to go to the about page. Got to do this I got my sequence, got my order now. My name is Rodney Hunt. This channel is all about helping you to learn. That's awesome. It's all about helping you to learn, create videos, grow your channel, and other YouTube related tips. I think I've heard that before. Oh, that's right. It's in your videos. Nice. It's as succinct. I can't even say it now. Succinct and to the point. I love it. I review camera, lighting, microphone. Now, I have an advantage because I'm already a subscriber to Rodney's channel and I know what it's about, and I'm a moderator on his live stream, so I know exactly what that's about. This is clear as anything as to what this channel's about. This is more for promo, I reckon. Look at these thumbnails. Got the same diagonal, got the same yellow, got your picture there. You change it up every now and then. You've got a few. Got this one matches the title. You can't rank. You're going, face palm, cheap light hack, beautiful. A couple of stock photos here and here. YouTube tags dead 2018. It's the you've got a style. You got the blue, the black, and the grey. We know that this is going to be something about OBS because you've got the OBS logo. Now these are good thumbnails. I'm very happy with thumbnails. Live stream that's a live stream replay because I can see the chat there. The one doesn't have a custom one. That's how to add chat. You got add chat. I see what you're doing. Yes. And you can see how the thumbnails have evolved over time, but they haven't strayed too differently from the idea. So initially you had a full background and you're using your stock photo a lot more there. So yeah, as you're going, it's sort of evolving. That's pretty good. Playlists. They weren't playlists. These are playlists. You've got a good set of playlists there. That's awesome. I think you might have that's probably about the same as I got, or you got a few more than I've got. But that's good. I'm seeing playlists. I love it. This is like a channel on how to get your layout going. You look at the playlists straight up. You don't have a channel trailer, so you're straight into the playlist, which is fine. Your keyword ranking tool. So this is all about morning fame tutorials. You've got a good description on that. The best of playlist. So that's like saying your recommended channels, but without saying recommended channels because everybody says recommended channels. And I think I just saw Nightbot says Costume CEO just sent me a $20.12 tip on stream tip. It doesn't look like a message came through on that one. Thank you, Costume CEO. Great supporter of the channel. Great supporter. Just seeing if I've missed anything else in chat here while I've just been looking at Rodney's channel. Just let me have a quick... The fade in the face is slick. I saw that comment. That's interesting. There's like a... That's like on this thumbnail here. There's like a... I don't know what that is. It's like a... It's something. I don't know what you call that. Is it a technical term for that? No, I don't know what it is. But yeah, let's go keep down on thumbnails. There's a live stream list there, of course. There's one on the Panasonic Lumix G7 because you've done several videos on that. So you've put a playlist together for that. That's awesome. You got lighting tips. That's great. See, Rodney is where I should be, and it's I haven't got that many videos out yet, and Rodney's killing it. So he's that's why he's up there, 300 plus subscribers. Even though I think he started his channel a little bit after mine, but he's killing it. He's killing it. I reckon he'll be hitting that 1,000 in no time, and be cracking along with everything there. Not sure why the 0.12 cents. I'll have a look at that. That came in on Stream Tip, so let's have a look. Tips. Oh, it might be some sort of currency conversion. So I'm not sure what mine's based in. Although the other ones that came through just came through in whatever currency they were given. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's probably converting it all to US dollars, I'd say. Because the other ones have come from that direction. I know Carr gave his from Canada, so last week. So I don't know. Don't know why this is 12 cents. And here am I showing everything on screen. I am not a professional YouTuber. Oh, help me, please. That's probably what happens when you hit the 2-hour mark. Miss Frizzle, welcome to the stream. Ghosts, yes. Miss Frizzle's here just to harass me. It's okay because I know who Miss Frizzle is, and there's a reason she's harassing me. Anyway, microphones, yes. So yeah, Rodney, spot on. That's awesome. Let me go back to a real camera here. Let's go back to ticker. Here we go. Canadian fund. Yeah, that's funny. It came through Canadian funds. Although Carr gave his last week, he gave his Canadian funds, and it came through the same amount. We'll catch you soon, Dan. Catch you soon. All right, I'm gonna get rid of Rodney's channel. I'm gonna give one last squiz for review requests in the Google Docs. Don't look like there's any more. And I don't know if anybody can put in the chat how many times I've mentioned that if you want me to look at your channel, go to the link in the description where it says channel impressions. There's a Google Doc form there, and to put your channel link in there, and that's how I look at your channels. So I'll mention it one more time because we're probably going to close up soon because I know Dan's probably going to start if he was serious. I don't know if he was pulling my leg or not. But if he's serious, then I might want to hop off soon because I'm actually his moderator. Oh, we'll call this the live stream marathon day. We had Brian G. I don't know if Roberto's still going. I've been going for a couple of hours, and if Dan gets going in a few minutes on the hour or whatever, who knows? It could be it's a live stream marathon. We'll be jumping from stream to stream. Nobody will be getting any sleep. All right, I'm going to refresh the Google Doc in 60 seconds to see if there's anybody else. I know there's a few comments in the chat, but that's not how we do things. I want to play because this is the sort of thing that goes on. If you post that in the comments and don't fill in the Google Doc as instructed in the description, all you'll hear is this. So yeah, that's how it's done. Any questions in the chat real quick before I refresh this Google Docs, Google form? Google Docs form. I think I'm calling it Google Docs form half the time, but it's Google form. Oh, man. Am I even awake? Am I even awake when you stream? I don't know if I've ever seen your stream while I've been awake. So we may not be crossing over at the right times. I might have to put a limit on how many channels I mod for. Miss Frizzle says I'm a responsible mod. That is right. That is absolutely correct. And just to mention, this is a free promotion. This next video I've got coming out is all about, it's a two-part video. It's a two video series. First video is all about, it's a two-part series on moderation. First part is how to choose moderators for your channel. And the second part of the first video is all about, well, how do you make a moderator? How do you appoint someone as a moderator, like the how-to. So it's a two-part, so it's some information there. I got some feedback from people like Nick Niman on that one. The second one will be how you actually moderate in the live stream. So it's like a how-to. I'll do like a demonstration. So what I'm going to be trying to do is, while I'm modding in some channels, I'm going to be recording my chat and showing how to do stuff in the chat. So you know how to time someone out, how to remove people, ban people, and then I think the other part of that video will be general things to look out for as a moderator. So yeah, that's what's coming up on my channel when I can get the videos finished. That first one is in edit at the moment. And the more I'm on live streams moderating, the less time I have to edit. I'm going to refresh this. Oh, that's refreshed itself. There's two more here. We got two more. We're going to knock these two more. That will be it. We're going to close it off after those ones. But if you're already typing it in, put it in really right away. But I've got two lined up here. And here we go. I'm just going to paste these into... I'm going to paste these into and open up the stream. The first one is Mazamal. How did I end up with Rodney's channel again? That's not the channel I wanted. 1 second. I didn't copy the channel. It always helps to copy the channel. So I just pasted Rodney's link in again. All right, we'll get it up here. So we're doing this next one is Mazamal. If I can pronounce it correctly, let's jump to that right now. Here we go. Well, we've got stuff to look at and questions. Okay, there's a few things straight up here. It says gaming, challenges, vlogs, and more. It tells us what it's about. It's a very broad sort of channel. Gaming, vlogs, challenges. It's a I'm going to do what I want channel is what I call that. First thing you've noticed here, you have none of the tabs across here. Because your channel hasn't been verified, or you've verified it, but you haven't gone into the little cog and customized your channel, and then turned all that on. So then you'll get like a video tab, a playlist tab, a discussion tab, an about tab. So for me to look at more stuff other than what I'm seeing on the homepage, you're going to need to go and do that, Mazamal. I'm trying to figure out what this profile picture is. I can't tell what that is. It sort of doesn't match up with what you hear because you've got like a joystick, a camera lens, a little camera, dinky camera logo. You could probably be a bit more creative with your channel art there. Maybe have your channel name on there instead of just what you're about. Having what you're about's good. That gaming, challenge, vlogs, and more, it tells me that your channel's about that stuff at least. Maybe put your name on there as well. Maybe something a little bit more interesting than the plain black background. You're probably still, being 21 subscribers, you're probably still trying to dial in what your style is going to be. So see how you go with that. And there's not too much. I can't look at playlists or anything because I can't see the playlist folder to go in and check that out. But I can see you've put there's a creative playlist thing on here, which is okay. All right. So you've got 2 playlists, and all I can see is this upload section here, so I can only see these. You've got a thumbnail, that text across the face of that Halo guy. That's a bit hard to read, so make your text bigger. Never put text across people's faces. So put it like above them or below them or beside them. Don't put it across. Never cover someone's face with text on your thumbnails. Dan's live, and I think British Cook's probably asleep, so he won't be moderating over there. Dan's going to go modless. How dare he compete with me? No. Fortnite mobile invite code. That is so tiny to read. Now, Fortnite's probably a trending game, but that's so tight. If you're going to say that much text, make it bigger, put it on a couple of lines, or just put Fortnite invite code. You don't need to put the full title of the video on there. So you could have just had fighting aliens on that one instead of Halo 5 fighting a lot of aliens. You don't need to put the full title on the thumbnail. You can narrow it down. This thumbnail is a little bit more interesting. Looks like you've gone to like a template or something and pulled that up. Is that Clash Royale or something? iOS code giveaway. That's a better thumbnail, but it looks like you're using a template or something. So, because I'm bored. The red border on that sort of blends with the red tinge of the background, so that's a bit hard to read as well. Because I'm bored, it doesn't really tell me what that's about. I can see it's Battlefield 1 because of the title. Maybe work on better titles. That's another kettle of fish which we don't really go down. I'm just clicking on this page to see if I can bring up more. Okay, we've got a challenge here. It's just your picture. There's no text. What you need to do is find some congruency. No, I can't say it either. Find some common ground that you can put into each thumbnail. Figure out what your color scheme is for your channel. Maybe pick 2 colors that go together. Same font or 2 fonts max that you can use on all your thumbnails. So you're very early on. There's not a lot more I can say because of the, only goes back 2 months worth of videos there. And I record my screen. Like, there's some potential to some of these thumbnails, but some of them look like you're just pulling up a template for that particular one, but it doesn't match the rest of your channel or what your channel's got going on there. So, yeah, a bit of work there. I'm going to hit a quick refresh just in case you've done some sort of thing to unlock those other tabs. No. Okay. Well, I can't do too much more on that, so that's all I can say on Mazummal's channel. Let me go back to there. And I think there was one more here. I think I might know who this is. Let's get this one open. When I posted that link, it took me to Google instead of YouTube, so I'll just an extra click or 2 to get this up. Wait for it to load. And we're going to pull it up. It's Tom, of course, Tom Nash. There it is. And we've got some fist pumps in the chat from Tom. Have I missed anything in the chat there once I was talking to Mazummal's channel? Okay, with just some feedback there. Yep. A little bit slower in the chat now. All right, Tom Nash, more views, more subscribers. Tom's currently at 428 subs. So he's grown quite quickly. Subscribe for more views. Got his sub button there. Sort of coming over into your artwork a little bit. But that's just your the clickable buttons here. You're pushing out to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which at that sub count, I don't know if you want to take the hit or not, but I know you've got a Facebook group and stuff, and so I know sort of the reasoning of why you've got those there. So let's go to the About channel because that's where I like to go next. not channel, tab. Tom Nash TV is where YouTubers turn to get higher watch time and more subscribers. My channel is all about teaching you how to grow your YouTube channel the right way by using practical strategies that you can use right now to grow your channel. That's all very clear as to what that's about. Tom Nash is here. Very clear. So that's a YouTube helps channel in a short form, we could say. Let's go look at the video thumbnails. I know what Tom's look like because I've been to Tom's channel plenty of times. We've got, okay, I can see, yeah, over time you've gone from, I know even when you started you had pretty good thumbnails with the black and the red there in your face, often the same picture, but then you changed it up a bit, started getting a bit more of a smile there, thinking face, and then here you started pulling in the red and the yellow, so you've added that as an element on your thumbnails. It's like it's an evolving thing, and then at some point you go for a while and you typically nail in a thumbnail style for a while, and then one day you might get fiddling with your thumbnails, change it up a bit. But this is a good progression. You can see the progression of somebody who's active on YouTube and their thumbnail style. So you're experimenting with the yellow and the red. You've got the yellow and the white. You've gone back to the yellow and the red there. Still got the black and red there. All these colours work because that's sort of similar to Rodney's channel with the yellow and the black and red that he had as well. Similar sort of colours. This one here is a little different. Instead of using words, you got your face and you're pointing at the vidIQ live stream. I remember that video where you're talking about where you've got your channel reviewed there. I think that's the one. What else we got here? Scrolling up. Another Hangout with vidIQ there, which is more recent. You got a Filmora tutorial, OBS tutorial. So going out to some tutorial stuff. All the thumbnail style. This one, okay, yeah. That's like the angle. It's like you're standing next to a board. So that's why your face sort of comes over there. I like the style. I've seen that before on a certain channel. I'm not going to name which one that is. But yeah, different styles. And then you're back to this on the phone. I can't read the number. 9. It's there. I know what number it is. I'm just saying the wrong number. Must have branding elements for your channel. So yeah, all good stuff. Let's look at playlists now. Tom's got a few playlists there. YouTube 101, it's got 13 videos in there, some SEO stuff, tips and tricks, success stories breakdown, promoting YouTube channel, some good groups of playlists. Yeah, my brain's shutting down now. I'm doing a nickname where your brain shuts down after X amount of hours, except my brain's shutting down earlier than his does. Okay, yeah. Let's have a look at the home page. All the right things going on here. We've got the playlist with the descriptions. They're all horizontal. So you got your YouTube 101. That's logically what I'd put first out of your playlist. That's great. SEO one. Yeah, all the descriptions are good. Learn to promote your YouTube channel. I can see it. I can see a theme too. You've got that tips and tricks of sort of, probably because of your recent ones, red and yellow. Oh yeah, it just depends on where you're up to with your thumbnails and what category they fall into. Okay, this is like your recommended, called Welcome to Tom Nash TV. That's like Rodney did. You didn't call it recommended videos. You called it something interesting. That's great. YouTube success stories. So basically, you've got as many of your playlists as possible over to your homepage, and you filled it right up, which is the right thing to do. You want to maximize exposure for as many of your videos and playlists as possible. So that's great. And you've got your favorite channels there. So this is the recommended channels. That's interesting. We saw somebody else had their own secondary channels listed at the bottom. So that's interesting that you've got this here, because you also have like this one up here. So it's like you're recommending these people here, which I think some of the people are crossed over too, because you got like Nick and Tim Schmoyer, VidIQ. Let's see who else you got on here. Daryl, Roberto, and Brian G. Johnson. Yep, they're all the boss. They're all the boss. Excellent. So Tom's definitely got all that stuff dialed in. So when he says he's talking about YouTube tips, he's got that dialed in. So he's got it. Tom says he's going to add my channel. Oh, shucks. Well, if you want to, you can. Let me get back to my camera here. We'll go with this one, just to be different. Oh, I need a drink after that. What's everyone saying in the chat? Rodney said before, just as I started that one, keep it rolling. We're keeping it rolling. It's a rolling. He knows I steal his designs. Oh, yeah. I could name a bunch of channels that have taken inspiration from Nick Nimmon's thumbnails, so that's fine. It's the inspiration that's the key. When you get inspired, then you got to go with that. You know, I wouldn't know how to live stream without watching, people live stream. It's like, well, you don't just teach yourself. Oh, how do I do this? You got to you watch videos, you watch other people live stream. You get the vibe. You say, well, yeah, I could add that to my stream. Oh, yeah, it's probably not my cup of tea. But you work out all this stuff. It's all good stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of attention to detail, even with the artwork. Just like having that over the face overlapping that other part of the box that the text is in. It shows a bit of depth, which I really like. Yeah, no, Nick's a laid-back guy. He's definitely he's not fussed by that sort of thing at all. People might think, I saw someone use your thumbnails. It's like Nick doesn't care. He's fine. Miss Frizzle says she learned how to skydive while watching people skydive. But at some point, you've got to jump out of the plane. That's the thing. And skydiving, as long as you got the parachute, this is pretty much just falling. Beanie says, I've pinched bits and pieces from those I admire too. Oh, definitely. Definitely, so have I. So have I. Hey, while we're on this particular screen here, I'm going to point here. They're my socials at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm Doug Hewson YT. So it's a Facebook fan page, my Twitter, and my Instagram. And I think later on today I will be Instagramming my live stream setup as I was talking to, I think it was Costume CO. Tom's asking an interesting question. What is my YouTube story? Why did I start my channel? I originally started gaming, actually, on a different channel, doing Minecraft, because I'm not really a gamer, but I like Minecraft. I like building stuff in Minecraft, so I started doing that. I did that, and I wasn't really sort of savvy on all the YouTube optimization stuff and that. I was just making videos and posting them, and I was streaming on Mixer, which was at the time was Beam, which is now Mixer, which is owned by Microsoft, because there was some YouTubers that I looked up to in the Minecraft space that were also streaming on Mixer, so I went that route because I thought Twitch was overpopulated, oversaturated. So I did that. Did a few live streams, probably. I think last time I probably live streamed was probably about a year ago on that. So it was just like a screen playing Minecraft, maybe a couple of basic overlays, and that was about it. No face cam or anything like that. And then I had a camera in my car and I was recording dash cam videos. So I started a dash cam video channel, probably in 2016. And so I got that going, and then I started, as I was doing that channel, that's when I started looking into, some more of the YouTube practice, started watching people probably about a year ago, watching the likes of Brian G and Tim Schmoyer and Nick Nimmin, got onto Roberto Blake, Sean Cannell, all those guys, and started getting into that, into understanding some of that stuff. And so by watching that, I decided I wanted to do a tech channel, and that's what this channel is. And it's sort of morphed from, and I didn't really know what, I know I wanted to do tutorials, which I've done, like one Final Cut Pro tutorial. I'll do tutorials on, I've done some stuff on Canva, Photoshop Mix, some GIMP, and a few other software. So I'm going to get more of that in. But then I sort of because I've been watching so much of the YouTube help stuff, I started getting into that stuff as well. So a bit like Rodney has as well, because he's a YouTube tech channel and talks about cameras and lighting and stuff. So he's getting more on that. I've started to transition into being a bit of a mix for the tech stuff and the YouTube stuff. Although I don't want to be like a YouTube help thing, but we're doing channel reviews, so I think I'm sort of locked into that now. But because I started doing some videos when some YouTube news came out, like when they made the announcement in January about the partner program, I do like a new YouTube news flash. They're changing the partner program, and I know that's what got Creative Fundamentals launched through the stratosphere, because he did his reaction video for that, and then a follow-up video. But I just put out like a more of an informational video, because I feel more that I'm not about the sensationalist or to be sort of get on a rant or anything. I'm more of a, hey, this is what YouTube's saying. So more like a news or informational is sort of more my style. So that's why I've gotten into, and that's sort of where I'm at now. And started live streaming properly on this channel last month in February. So we're cracking along. Okay, I need to get back to the chat. Car Galaxy Studio says, Doug, I got an awesome idea. You and Dan should online Skype your live streams together. It could be interesting. I'll have to get with Dan with that and see what we come up with. I know I'm probably going to work with Dan on collab for alternatives to Super Chat for streamers who are under 1,000 subs or don't have monetization yet. So working on that one. Miss Frizzle says, make Roblox videos. So me make Roblox videos? Or is that what you want to do? I'd say probably not. But anyway. There was one thing I was going to test. I just want to test something. Let me test something. This is coming towards... we've got someone else for a channel review. Here we go. We got another channel review, so I'm just going to queue that up whilst I keep that other thought that I had. I just want to test a live stream feature with you guys. Not that there's any stakes in this, as in it's not going to mean anything, but I want to go in here to a little page on Nightbot, and I want to see how well this works. Okay. I'm going to click this button, and I just want to see if something happens in the chat or something happens anywhere else in regards to this. Oh, it works. There we go. Tom Nash has won the giveaway. I just wanted to test this giveaway button thing. What it does is it picks somebody from chat at random. And it picked Tom Nash. There you go, Tom. As you can see there, Nightbot says Tom Nash won the giveaway. There's no giveaway. I just wanted to test that actually works. So thank you for helping me. Yes. you won the ability to help me test something. Beanie saying hi to... Yeah, I just wanted to test because in Nightbot there's a giveaway function and it just picks people randomly from the chat, and that one was just picking an active user from the chat. So you just have to be in the chat for that. And it was actually it was disabled from mods. Some mods weren't counted in that one. I'm sorry to my mods that you weren't included. You can do that as an active user. You can look for there's an option for a keyword giveaway, which I think is you have to enter by typing in a keyword in the chat. So it's like a chat bot thing. Or there's a random number option where you pick a random number between 1 and 100, and if you get it, then Nightbot says, hey, you're the winner. So I will figure out a way to use that in a future stream anyway. So yeah. Anyway, there was another channel in my Google Doc, so better do due diligence and pull that one up real quick. This one is Miss Frizzle's Faux Shizzle, and I actually know who Miss Frizzle is. I'm not going to say who Miss Frizzle is. Miss Frizzle has, because you can see I'm subscribed, so I know who Miss Frizzle is. 16 subscribers. Banner art is just like some sort of Voltron-y looking space thing. So, you know, we probably need to work on getting maybe Miss Frizzle Faux Shizzle up there, and what type of videos you do, and maybe some artwork there that complements what your channel's about. I'm going to click on, yeah, no description. And I know why there's no description, because I know where this channel's at. There's no description, so that needs to be filled out with what your channel's about. The videos. Miss Frizzle, did you delete videos from your channel? You had more videos than that. Where is your other videos? Okay, I'm sure Miss Frizzle had more videos here before, because I know for a fact, because there was one that I remember watching. Okay, and there's no playlist. It's just some Vivo videos and a playlist. So this is I'm. Thanks, Rodney. The whole time I'm talking about a channel that nobody can see. But anyway, I've talked about the channel art. Now this I know Miss Frizzle, and she does like drawing and artwork. As you can see by this speed paint one here that was posted 3 weeks ago. With, I think that's a hand drawn. They're unlisted, so yeah, they're not going to show you. That's why I can. That's why I can see them, because I have backdoor access to your channel. So yeah, so this is a channel. This is a channel before a channel really gets going. So this is like what I call a proto channel. So the artwork needs doing. Like, the best probably part about this channel is the profile picture. It's some of the actual artwork. And there's a speed paint here, which is a portrait, I believe. So that's all going on there. I can see Roberto Blake still going from looking at my sidebar there, and Dan, the Creative Fundamentals. I hope he's handling the mod duties without me. So yeah, not too much more on Miss Frizzle's channel, but other than that's a proto channel. Artwork needs to be done. We need to start posting videos, because that's all there is. I was already on that tab. Fill in the description to get serious about what the channel's about, and then obviously to get in as the content is being made, make playlists, get them on the homepage. Booyah! And that's all I have to say about that. We'll go back to that. So yeah, that was more of a proto channel courtesy pull up, because I know who that is. That's probably why Miss Frizzle's laughing in chat that I've actually pulled her channel up. Or is that... you've been going on what? Yeah, everyone's saying it. Rodney's saying I'm pulling a Brian G. I'm doing a Nick Nimmin. Beanie's saying you've been going a while. Yes. You guys keep me going. There's more channels to look at. We're done with the channels. I'm closing the channels off, but I'd like to say thanks to all the channels that we featured today. They're all going to appear in the replay, so you're getting replay value as well. If any of those channels appeal to you, you're into model trains, so there's Sparky. If you're YouTube tips, you've got Rodney, you've got Tom Nash. Who else do we have? There were some gamers in there. There was Selena, there was Pam. If I've forgotten you, I'm sorry. But there's some channels to subscribe to there. If if any of those take your fancy. If you're watching the replay, go check those channels out. You saw what they're about. If you're into that, do it. Okay, let's take some Q&A before we finish this up. Because some people who sit on 3-hour streams need to take breaks every now and then. I do have a BRB screen, though. I do have a BRB screen. Yeah, we're closing the channel reviews. As soon as I close my Google Forms tab that I've got open, I'm not going to check it again. Anybody who's in there from this point on is going to be on next stream. That's how it's going to work. So these first 8 are done. Anybody, if I got 9 or more, then I will make sure that they're queued up for the next stream. So that's what we're doing. Mythical Gamer 4. You've come in a little late for reviews. We're going to probably wrap it up shortly. But if you want me to review your channel next week, go to the Google form in the thing below, put your YouTube channel, and I'll have it queued up ready to go at the beginning of the stream. Well, not that we'll do it straight at the beginning of the stream, but it'll be already queued. You'll be at the top of the queue. So yeah, so we have looked at 8 channels today. Actually, we looked at 10 because there's 8 that were listed. Beanie says, have I started Amazon affiliate? I haven't got to Amazon affiliate yet. I'm trying to focus on actually getting more content because I don't get out enough. Like, I'm streaming more than I'm putting out videos at the moment, so I really want to get some content on there. When Brian closed his super chats, they started rolling in. Hey, if you want to donate, the link in the description for the stream tip or whatever, you feel free to tag that all day. And don't forget that you can leave a message on those as well. And if you use the stream tip one, it does come up in the chat. Nightbot includes the message. So if you want it to be private, don't put a message. Just send me a DM or something somewhere. Discord, Instagram. I'm not gonna announce my Discord channel yet because everyone else has done that this week. I'm gonna hold off a bit. I'm gonna dial mine in a bit more before I have a Discord channel. But I do have one, and I just haven't made it public yet. I'm gonna get Beanie to help me test it. Any YouTube? I had a cover photo that I made public just recently, but it seems it hasn't popped up yet. That's a good question. Well, we'll check that out because I can look at your back end and we can have a look at that. But it looks like it probably didn't upload properly, Miss Frizzle. So we'll check that out. But I can help you with that, and you know that I can help you with that. So yes, everything's cracking along there. Any questions in the chat? So yeah, we only just closed those off a couple of minutes ago. We just did our last channel. We're coming up to the 3-hour mark, which I think is the longest for me thus far. I think the first couple were around the 2-hour mark, just over 2 hours. Last week was 2 and something, and coming up to 3 hours. I'm glad I started it earlier in the day too. Brian got done, and I was able to start at 9:30 a.m. my time, and it is now coming towards 12:30 p.m. here where I am. So yeah, live streams, 3-hour live streams. The madness is setting in. Questions, put your questions in the chat. Put them in the chat. This is your last chance for questions as well. Okay, so we tested that the contest thing in Nightbot works. Pulls it up, announces it in the chat. Because a bit of chat shenanigans is always good. Yeah, it's telling me we're going at... there's only about 5 people in here, and we've got 3 mods, so... And it's counting me, so it's just probably a few people who are in here. Just having a look at my tabs here to see what's going on. I'm disappointed old Streamlabs here. Not updating my event list. I'm going to have to tweak that, see what's going on. I even refreshed. So it's not an update issue on OBS's side. It's Definitely not updating here in recent events. So let's see if we can kick that along as we're looking for questions in the chat. Last call for questions in the chat. I can probably let me do a test one to see if it comes up. Let's test the fake super chat because we can. I just got a super chat from Doug Hewson YouTube. Gave 12 Australian dollars. Thank you, Doug, for doing a fake super chat. So got that ticking along. I don't know why the subs haven't come in. The subs aren't dropping in. I think it's the subs talking. It's YouTube talking to Streamlabs that's the issue. Let's do a test subscriber. So I can get it to do the testing. So my chat's not moving. So either people have stopped commenting, or something's going on. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Just to make sure that my chat's working. Miss Frizzle says, "Hey Doug, how many holes have you? How many holes? Holes? What's a hole? Is it because I'm Douglas? I don't have any holes because I haven't been digging. Is that the joke you're going for? Rodney, don't unsub me." Yeah, I think it's YouTube pushing it out to Streamlabs or Streamlabs pulling it from YouTube. I think that's where the issue is. Okay. Well, you know, we tried.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Thank you, Yoda. At least I got my soundboard going. It's kicking along nicely. Yeah, yeah. I'll look at that for the next stream. Anyway, the event list. It's just a Streamlabs thing. It's just a Streamlabs thing. Maybe I need to log out and log back into Streamlabs. Excuse me. I'm going to log out and log back into Streamlabs, see if that helps. We're trying things online on stream. Log in with YouTube. But it was running slow for Dan the other day. I wonder if he's having trouble over on his stream. We should probably pop over and have a look. Oh, I just had an idea. Before we finish up today, boys and girls. No, it hasn't updated. I'm looking at the list there. It hasn't updated. Hasn't updated. Yeah, it could be a YouTube issue. I'm going to do this. Okay, before we go, let's do... If I can spell properly. Let's go see what's going on over on Dan's stream before we go. Miss Fizzle says, "I'm here to audition for the role of mod. They call me the ban hammer because of how quickly I can ban everyone everywhere." Well, that could be a prerequisite, but it wouldn't be much of a stream if everybody was banned. I'm glad I inspired Dan to live stream. Let's go have a look what's going on there real quick. I'm gonna see what's going on. This could be meta. This will be meta. Okay, here we go. There's Dan. There's his last chat just came up. I don't know how he's going. I'm not sure what he's saying because I don't have my earphones in and I've muted the stream. He's going. I don't know if he's ticker. So he's got the same ticker as me there. I don't know if that's working for him. I need to go over and check that out. Or Casual Unboxing gave $20 super chat, so it does seem to be working with the super chats. Just maybe not working with the subscribers. We'll try it next time. Well, I encourage everyone to go and if you go over, hi Rodney. That's meta. Rodney's saying hi to me on Dan's chat right over here right now. That's meta. All right, let's get over to this one. All right, well, thank you everybody. This has been pretty fun and pretty out there. We're all hanging out, but I think I need a break. I need to get up and stretch and probably have something to eat at this point of the day. Maybe sip some more of my water at the very least. I'd like to thank everybody who filled in for a channel review. I'd like to thank everyone who, if you put one in and I haven't got to it because it was late in the piece, then you'll be first off on next stream. You'll be at the top of the list. I never miss anybody who's in that list. I do them in order, and I do them whether you're here or not, so you'll be on the replay. So if you miss it, you'll be on the replay. You'll be able to hear the feedback. It's all going to be good. So we're wrapping up. I need a closing thing like Nick Nimmin, something with a nice deep radio voice. You've been watching Doug Hewson YT something. I'll record something. But let's go out on a high note. I'm going to go to my welcome screen and have a great weekend, and we'll catch everybody in Dan's stream right now, or I might see you in Nick Nimmin's stream tonight, or I might catch you sometime next week. So have a great week, everybody, and we'll talk soon.
And his name is John C.